all-star game. Onto the field we go for the on-field festivities.
Representing the Ocean State Waves, catcher Mike Alessio. From the University of Maine, representing the Plymouth Pilgrims, first baseman Hernan Sardinas. From Marist College, representing the Danbury Westerners, second baseman Randy Taveras. From the University of Alabama, representing the Mystic Schooners, third baseman John Trousdale. From the University of Southern California, representing the Plymouth Pilgrims, shortstop Brandon Perez. From Belmont University, representing the Ocean State Waves, outfielder Matt Cogan. From Stony Brook University, representing the Mystic Schooners, outfielder Andrew Gazzola. From Seton Hall University, representing the Mystic Schooners, outfielder Ryan Ramirez. From Binghamton University, representing the Danbury Westerners, designated hitter Justin Derpich. And the coach selection from Seton Hall University, representing the Ocean State Waves, Andrew Pillity. And the winner of the 2017 Southern Division fan vote from Sacred Heart University, representing the New Bedford Bay Sox, Cody Doyle. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now please welcome the 2017 Northern Division NECBL All-Stars. The All-Stars from the North will be managed by Upper Valley Nighthawks manager Jason Safarsky. Please welcome from the University of Georgia, representing the Keene Swampats, pitcher Tim Elliott. From Bloomsburg, representing the Upper Valley Nighthawks, pitcher Ashton Raines. From Troy University, representing the Upper Valley Nighthawks, pitcher Corey Gill. From Pace University, also representing the Upper Valley Nighthawks, Dan Warchansky. From the University of Virginia, representing the Keene Swampats, pitcher Bobby Nicholson. From the University of Southern Maine, representing the Sanford Mainers, pitcher Jake Dexter. From Canisius Winnipesaukee Muskrat, closing pitcher Tyler Smith. And from the University of Pittsburgh, representing your North Adams Steeplecats, T.J. Pagan. Also from the University of Pittsburgh, the Keene Swampats catcher, Alex Griffith. From Western Michigan University, representing the Vermont Mountaineers, catcher Jesse Forrestel. The first baseman from the University of Southern California, representing the North Adams Steeplecats, number 13, Dylan Paulson. From the University of Michigan, representing the Sanford Mainers, second baseman Jimmy Kerr. From Marist College, representing the Valley Blue Sox, third baseman Andrew Rouse. From Troy University, representing the Upper Valley Nighthawks, shortstop Matt Sanders. From the University of Georgia, representing the Keene Swampats, outfielder Tucker Bradley. From the University of Houston, representing the Winnipesaukee Muskrats, outfielder Tyler Belamovich. From Moorhead State, representing the Valley Blue Sox, outfielder Nico Halsizer. From the University of Southern Mississippi, representing the Upper Valley Nighthawks, Luke Reynolds. And from the University of North Carolina, Washington representing the Upper Valley Nighthawks, coaches selection, Ryan Jeffers. And from Kent State University, the fan vote from the Vermont Mountaineers, Jared Skolnicki. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now let's give you the starting lineups. The starting lineup for the visiting Southern All-Stars. Leading off and playing second base from Wagner University and representing the Mystic Schooners, number 2, Nicholas Michelli. Batting second and playing left field from the University of Missouri, representing the Newport Gulls, number 26, Cameron Meisner. Batting third, the shortstop from Bryant University, representing the Ocean State Waves, number 7, Jimmy Titus. Batting fourth, the right fielder from St. Thomas Aquinas, Danbury Westerner, number 8, Giovanni Dinkong. Batting fifth and playing center field from the University of California at Santa Barbara, Mystic Schooner, number 6, Tommy Jew. Batting sixth, the first baseman from Yale University, representing the Danbury Westerners, number 19, Griffin Day. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 33, from Stanford University, Newport Gull, Andrew Dashbach. Batting eighth, the designated hitter from the University of Kansas via the New Bedford Bay Sox, number 4, Luke Bacula. And batting ninth from Vanderbilt University, from the Newport Gulls, catcher number 7, Ty Duval. On the mound for the Southern All-Stars today, number 40 from Georgia Southern University and the Plymouth Pilgrims, right-hander Benjamin White. And now the starting lineup for the 2017 Northern Division All-Stars. Leading off and playing center field from Wagner University, number 5, representing the Upper Valley Nighthawks, Anthony Gattino. Batting second, the third baseman from Vanderbilt University and the Keene Swamp Bats, number 27, Alex Brewer. Batting third, the right fielder from the University of Massachusetts Lowell, Sanford Mainer, number 6, Colby Mayola. Batting cleanup, the designated hitter from Abilene Christian University, number 32, Winnipesaukee Muskrat, Kobe Claiborne. Batting fifth, the left fielder from the University of Southern Mississippi, Upper Valley Nighthawk, number 3, Luke Reynolds. Batting sixth, the second baseman from Seton Hall University, Upper Valley Nighthawk, number 9, Al Molina. Batting seventh, the first baseman from Monmouth University, via the Sanford Mainers, number 27, Shane Hughes. Batting eighth, the catcher from Brown University, Winnipesaukee Muskrat, number 24, Mark Slaus. And batting ninth, the shortstop from Central Connecticut State University, Keene Swamp Bat, number 4, Dean Lockery. And on the mound for the Northern Division All-Stars today, right-hander from the University of South Carolina Upstate, representing your North Adams Steeplecats, number 14, Blake Whitney. Fans, will you please rise and remove your caps as the Williamstown American Legion is here to present the colors. Please welcome the Williamstown, Massachusetts American Legion.
Just about ready for the national anthem here at Joe Wolf Field in North Adams, Massachusetts. It's the 2017 and 24th annual New England Collegiate Baseball League All-Star Game. Will send things down to the field for the national anthem. Darren Zaslow with you here, joined alongside the voice of the Vermont Mountaineers and Northern Division All-Star broadcaster Jasper Goodman. Just about ready for first pitch here after the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, to honor America and our troops and first responders both here and abroad, please remain standing for the national anthem. Today, the singing of the national anthem will be performed by Megan Gleason. Megan is a regular here at the Joe, and we're happy to see her again today. Let's give a warm all-star welcome to Megan Gleason.
A beautiful national anthem sung by Megan Gleason. That means we are just about ready for first pitch between the Northern Division All-Stars and the Southern Division All-Stars. This is the 24th annual New England Collegiate Baseball League here at New England Collegiate Baseball League All-Star Game here at Joe Wolf Field in North Adams, Massachusetts. Darren Zaslow with you here, joined alongside the voice of the Vermont Mountaineers, Jasper Goodman. Last year's All-Star Game, hosted by the Newport Gulls at Cardines Field, ended in an 8-8 tie, the first time the All-Star Game has ever ended in a tie. Certainly lots of talent here on the field by both teams. Earlier today, we saw the 60-yard dash won by UCLA's Curtis Gooden, representing the North Adams Steeplecats. He recorded a time of 6.45, and then the home run derby began after the conclusion of the 60-yard dash with Rob Boselli winning, representing St. John's and the Keene Swamp Bats. He hit 11 home runs in the first round and then ended up hitting 13 in the final round and was able to record 24 home runs and won the NECBL Home Run Derby. On your screen in front of you, our first pitches are being thrown out here at Joe Wolf Field in North Adams, Massachusetts. Jasper, a gorgeous night for baseball.
Absolutely, as we have the best of the best here in the NECBL, and I'm really looking forward to see how these hitters match up against some of the best pitching in the league, which is, of course, always the exciting part of an all-star game, but especially today when you have a guy like Blake Whitney on the mound for the Northern Division, who for the North Adams Steeplecats has been so dominant all season long. Whitney for North Adams is 1-3 with a 2.07 ERA with 80 strikeouts on the year. He is dancing right around that NECBL single-season strikeout record. Not there yet, but I'll tell you what, he has been absolutely stupendous in the times that I've seen him throughout 2017. Now he has a much tougher task than anything he's faced all summer in some of the best hitters from the Southern Division. It'll start right away with Michelli leading off, Nick Michelli for the Southern Division All-Stars, and you can go right on down that lineup. Every single one of those guys, and you see the numbers on your screen right now, are guys who can really hit. And only one, I believe, hitting below 300, and that pretty much shows you how good this offensive team is.
Well, we'll take you through that Southern Division lineup managed by Jim Sorrow, representing the Ocean State Waves along with the rest of his coaching staff. Leading off, it's going to be the second baseman, Nick Michelli, out of Wagner. Batting second, the left fielder, Cameron Meisner from Missouri. Jimmy Titus is at shortstop from Bryant. He bats third. The cleanup hitter is Giovanni Ding Kong, the right fielder from St. Thomas Aquinas. The center fielder from UC Santa Barbara is Tommy Jew. He bats fifth. Griffin Day is at first base from Yale, hitting sixth. Batting seventh, the third baseman from Stanford, Andrew Dashbach, hitting eighth. Luke Bacala, designated hitter from Kansas, and rounding out the Newport lineup is the catcher from Vanderbilt, Ty Duval. They will go to work against Blake Whitney on the mound. The right-handed starter from USC Upstate. He represents the North Adams Steeplecats this year. Whitney 1-3, a 2.08 ERA, 52 innings pitched, but he has been absolutely incredible with those 80 strikeouts, 13 walks. He's given up 36 hits. And with that being said, now we'll turn things over to Jasper Goodman, who takes us through the starting lineup for the Northern Division All-Stars.
Thank you very much, Darren Zaslow. The North will be led off by center fielder Anthony Godino, followed by the third baseman Alex Brewer. Colby Mayola, right fielder, hits third with Kobe Claiborne. Batting cleanup, he's the DH tonight. Luke Reynolds, the Northern Division left fielder, hits fifth, with Al Molina batting sixth, playing second base. Shane Hughes bats seventh. He's at first base with Mark Slouse behind the dish batting eighth. And Dean Lockery will round out the starting nine for the Northern Division, facing Benjamin White on the mound for the South. White on the season is 3-1 with a 2.61 ERA through 38 innings. He's allowed 38 hits, striking out 38 and walking 8. As he will get the mound, but right now it's Blake Whitney, the right-hander, the hometown boy from North Adams, as he will take the mound to face a tough Southern Division lineup.
Take you through the starting defensive alignment for the Northern Division All-Stars from left to right. In the infield at third base is going to be Alex Brewer. At shortstop is Dean Lockery. At second base, Al Molina. Shane Hughes is at first. From left to right in the Northern Division outfield, Luke Reynolds is in left field, Anthony Godino in center, Colby Mayola in right field, Mark Slouse catching the balls and strikes from Blake Whitney. Your umpiring crew here tonight behind home plate is Joe Gravina. At first base is Dave Simon. At second base is Matt Hensel. And at third base is Mark Chamberlain. Your field dimensions here at Joe Wolf Field in North Adams, Massachusetts. 325 feet down the left and right field lines, 358 feet in the left center and right center field gaps, 385 feet to dead center field. The fences here at the ballpark about 6 feet high. The scoreboard is located beyond the left field fence. It's green and white. The numbers light up in orange, and the American flag waves above it. A beautiful mountain backdrop in our plain view here at the broadcast booth, located right behind home plate. Your North Adams weather, 78 degrees and sunny, 4-mile-per-hour winds here in northwestern Massachusetts. And with all of that being said, it's my pleasure to turn over the play-by-play duties for innings 1, 2, 3, and 4 over to the voice of the Northern Division All-Stars. He's an all-star broadcaster representing the Vermont Mountaineers, Jasper Goodman.
Thank you very much, Darren Zaslow, as Nick Michelli will stand in to lead off the ball game. He digs in from the right side, and the first pitch of the 2017 All-Star game from Blake Whitney is popped up on the right side. First baseman Hughes coming over by the visiting dugout, and that is going to hit off the top of the grandstand roof here and land out of play. So strike one on the second baseman, Michelli, leading things off for the Southern Division.
We'll see what Michelli can do out of Wagner. Had a very, very good year, especially back in 2016. He had 374 in 47 starts. Had 73 hits for Wagner.
As that one a called strike, the count goes to 0-2 now on the second baseman, Michelli. As he stands in, now the two-strike pitch from Whitney. That one's cut on, chopped to the left side, but foul over into the Northern Division dugout. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. And Darren, we've been talking about it all day. Not a cloud in the sky above us right now for the 2017 All-Star Game. You just couldn't ask for better weather. 78 degrees and sunny right now in North Adams as the 0-2 pitch from Whitney is fouled straight back to the screen.
Absolutely, just a picture perfect afternoon / evening. The weather was perfect as well for the 60-yard dash, the home run derby. It'll touch down, though, at about Jasper to about 68, 69 degrees around that 8:39 p.m. mark. So going to get a little more chilly as the sun sets, but certainly just a gorgeous, gorgeous day entirely for baseball.
Maselli on the season hitting .338 for the Mystic Schooners through 43 games played. All-star caliber. Of course, on the Southern Division All-Star team with 18 RBIs on the year. The pitch from Whitney. That is called strike 3 on the outside corner. Ring him up. Whitney picks up his first K of the day. Comes as the leadoff man. Nick Maselli strikes out looking for out number 1.
What a great pitch there by Blake Whitney. There is a reason that he is the starting pitcher in this All-Star game for the Northern Division. A right-hander from USC Upstate. This year had a good year. Went 5-6, made 13 starts and 21 appearances. He had a 5.50 ERA. He threw 73.2 innings and struck out 82.
That'll bring up Cam Meisner, who fouls off the first pitch he sees to the left side and out of play. Meisner, out of the Newport Gulls, has played 35 games for Newport so far this year, hitting a whopping .359 right now for the Gulls.
Whitney led USC Upstate in innings pitched and strikeouts. He also tied for the team lead in starts, so really a top-notch starter in Whitney. And this is a tough out here going up against Cameron Meisner, a freshman All-American named by Collegiate Baseball newspaper at Missouri.
As the 1-1 is cut on and missed on a nice pitch a little below the knees, he gets him to chase and gets ahead in the count. A ball and 2 strikes. We already have seen 1 strikeout from Blake Whitney. He has 80 on the season. Now the NECBL single season record is 89, which was set in 2003, as this one is chopped foul to the right side, unplayable. As 89 in 2003 by Ryan Mullins of the River Point Royals, who a team that unfortunately no longer is in the league, and he is closing right in on that record. Not a whole lot of time left for him, but we've seen him strike out 9 in a game before, so don't count him out. Now the 1-2 pitch from Blake Whitney, as that one misses just a hair off the outside corner. 2-strike fastball that time. He can't get the call, but didn't miss by much there as the count evens up.
Meisner hit .282 in 58 starts for Missouri, led the team in stolen bases with 17.
This one is cut on and missed. Good breaking ball there on 2 strikes as Meisner swings over top of it, and he fans for out number 2.
Well, that's a great curveball there from Blake Whitney. Second time for Missouri, led the team in stolen bases. Pitch, throws a hard fastball there from the right side. Works both sides of the plate with that pitch. The curveball, you can kind of call it more of a slider. A lot of horizontal break on that delivery. Just a very tough pitch to drive, let alone get a piece of.
So that'll bring up Jimmy Titus, who looks at ball 1, just missing there. Gets ahead in the count 1-0. Titus, the shortstop for the Southern Division out of Bryant. As the 1-0, just off the outside corner there. Second pitch fastball from Blake Whitney. Titus plays for the Ocean State Waves, hitting .289 on the season.
Out of Bryant, played in 53 games and hit .296 with 8 home runs and 42 RBI. He was named the Northeast Conference Rookie of the Year.
As that one a called strike on the outside corner. Now the 2-1 from Blake Whitney. That one cut on and missed on another good breaking ball, and the count evens up at 2-2.
Was also named a freshman All-American by Collegiate Baseball newspaper, similar to Meisner. Was also named the All-NEC second team.
This one chopped foul back behind home plate. He barely gets a piece there to stay alive. Count remains even at 2.
But perhaps the most interesting thing about Titus was the first opening day freshman shortstop in D1 program history at Bryant. Certainly has a lot of talent, a very talented hitter, and excellent fielder as well.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Blake Whitney. That one fouled back over the grandstand, and they'll have to try it again on 2-2. Whitney trying to strike out the side here. Struck out Maselli to lead off the game. Meisner swinging for out number 2, trying to get Titus here on 2-2. Righty out of the windup. Now the pitch, as that one is hit foul to the right side. Really battling here on 2-2 is the shortstop, Jimmy Titus.
Yeah, Titus doing a nice job staying alive. Also the power, certainly noticeable from Titus as well. 8 home runs, 42 RBI. Had a 368 on base percentage, Jasper. He really does it all.
Now the 2-2 from the righty. That one is cut on and chopped foul again to the left side over by the Northern Division dugout. Retrieved by a Steeplecats bat boy. And once again, they'll have to try things with a 2-2 count.
What an at-bat here by Titus. He is doing a great job of really just staying alive, making Blake Whitney throw a lot of pitches, and that's what you want him to do. You see a dominant right-hander in Whitney, you want to make him work on the mound.
Now the 2-2 pitch. That one fouled off back behind home plate and out of play. And as Whitney delivers every pitch here, we see dozens of radar guns popping up in front of us, which is, of course, what makes this game such a big deal for these players. All the scouts here, as this one is hit in the air, left center field and deep. Godino going back as he moves towards the track, but makes the catch for out number 3. So 1-2-3 go the Southern Division All-Stars in the first inning. We're through a half inning here at Joe Wolf Field. It's the North nothing and the South nothing North coming up on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
Joe Wolf Field, of course, the site for the 24th annual 2017 New England Collegiate Baseball League All-Star Game. Darren Zaslow, Jasper Goodman, along with you here. A perfect frame from Blake Whitney, able to retire the South. 1, 2, 3 off 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And now we'll take you through the starting defensive alignment for the Southern Division, managed by Jim Sorrow from the Ocean State Waves. From left to right in the Southern Division infield, Andrew Dashbach mans the hot corner. He is at third base. Jimmy Titus is at shortstop. Nick Maselli at second. Griffin Day is at first. From left to right in the South Division outfield, Cameron Meisner is in left field. Tommy Jew in center. Giovanni Ding Kong is in right. Catching the balls and strikes from Ben White is Ty Duval.
As the Northern Division All-Stars will be led off by Anthony Godino again. The Northern Division All-Star lineup: Godino, Brewer, Mayola, Claiborne, Reynolds, Al Molina, Hughes, Slouse, and Lockery. And I'll tell you, well, it's hard to single out guys in this Northern Division order because that's just a lineup that 1 through 9 is absolutely stacked. Now, I'll talk about one guy in Mark Slouse, the catcher today for the Winnipesaukee Muskrats, behind the dish for the Northern Division All-Stars, hitting .333 with 5 bombs and 20 RBIs as a catcher. Those are some pretty impressive numbers. He will hit 8 today for the Northern Division All-Stars.
And also some impressive numbers, especially from a strikeout perspective, with Ben White, who gets the ball on the mound for the Southern Division All-Stars. The right-hander from Holy Cross had a very good year. 25 strikeouts over 20.1 innings pitched. Was named a 2016 Patriot League Academic Honor Roll selection. Also named to the 2015 Second Team All-Patriot League roster as well. This year at Holy Cross, he went 1-1, had 9 appearances and 5 starts, and a 7.52 ERA. He gave up those 24 hits, over 20.1 innings pitched, 17 earned runs, and 25 strikeouts.
As he will work exclusively from the stretch here, as Anthony Godino stands in to lead off the game. He takes strike 1, the count immediately 0-1 on the Upper Valley center fielder, batting .333 on the NECBL season for the UV Nighthawks. Now the 1-strike pitch, that one popped up foul to the right side and out of play.
We've talked about how important pitching is going to be in this game and how to potentially expect a lower scoring battle. Well, last year in the All-Star game in the NECBL hosted by Newport, a game that ended in an 8-8 tie. You don't see that happen too often. That was the first tie in NECBL All-Star game history.
As that one missing off the outside corner, count runs to 1 ball and 2 strikes on the center fielder Godino, standing in from the right side. Righty-righty matchup here. Now the 1-2 pitch is a good called strike 3 over the middle. Ring him up as Godino Ks for the first out of the ball game.
Yeah, there's the curveball from Ben White. That's a 12-6 curveball. A lot of a vertical break on that pitch. That's just a hard ball to hit. let alone drive. And Gadito goes down looking.
That is out number 1 of the game, as Alex Brewer, the third baseman from the Keene Swamp Bats, will stand in. A guy having a huge year offensively as he digs in from the left side. Now the first pitch to him from White is a called ball, just missing there, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, we'll see what White can do here. Like you mentioned, Jasper, exclusively working out of the stretch, which is interesting, especially a guy who started so much for Holy Cross.
As this one is hit hard on the ground to first base, picked by Griffin Day on a nice play. He will take it to the bag himself, and there are 2 away. Nice stop there by Griffin Day as he fields that on a tough hop behind the first base bag, and that's the second out of the bottom of the first inning.
Yeah, 3 unassisted. Alex Brewer is retired, and we'll see what Colby Mayola can do from UMass Lowell, a very, very talented player at UMass Lowell. Really had an excellent year over the spring.
As he stands in from the left side here, as this one chopped foul back behind home plate. Mayola hitting .273 on the NECBL season for the Sanford Mainers with 10 home runs and 20 RBIs. Played long ball quite a bit for the Mainers at Goodall Park in Sanford, as that one missing, and the count evens at a ball and a strike.
Mayola hit .331 this past spring at UMass Lowell, played in 47 games, made 47 starts, hit 6 home runs and 36 RBI as well.
The 1-1 is struck well, right center field, back goes Jew towards the track, and that ball is gone. 1-0 lead as the North gets on top on a solo blast by Colby Mayola. He goes yard to right center field, and the Northern Division is up 1-0.
What a great piece of hitting there by Mayola. Ben White left the fastball up in the zone, and Mayola did not miss it. You see the power numbers. He was named America East All-Conference second team and NEIBA All-New England third team. Had a fantastic spring, and fair to say, Jasper, those numbers have translated to an excellent summer season here in the NECBL.
Absolutely, as he hits his 11th home run of the NECBL season. This one won't count towards his regular season stats, but perhaps one of the more memorable ones he'll hit this summer.
Absolutely, especially to one of the deepest parts of the ballpark. That one into right center field. Really, that ball was shaded more towards the center field part of this diamond, and what a piece of hitting there.
As Kobe Claiborne, the designated hitter from the Winnipesaukee Muskrats, standing in here. Count 1 ball and 1 strike on him. Hit .350 on the season for Winnipesaukee. Now the 1-1 pitch to the left-handed hitter, misses upstairs. Breaking ball gets away from him, and it's 2-1 now.
Important here for Ben White to try and bounce back. Of course, now with the Northern Division All-Stars gaining some momentum off that Colby Mayola home run. No easy task trying to bounce back against Kobe Claiborne.
As the 2-1 is cut on and missed for strike 2, he swings through a fastball there and the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bottom of the first inning here, a 1-0 lead. The Northern Division on top thanks to a Colby Mayola solo blast out to right center field. As that one didn't look like a homer off the bat as the 2-2 misses up and the count runs full. First full count we've seen tonight. But then got out of here well beyond that right center field fence. Hit high and deep out there, as that gives the North a 1-0 lead.
Claiborne at Abilene Christian hit .263 with 2 home runs and 47 starts.
That one missing off the inside corner for ball 4. First walk we've seen this evening comes as Kobe Claiborne on down to first base. He's the first base runner for the Northern Division.
And Claiborne with a bit of an interesting story. Transferred to Abilene Christian, a Division I school, from Odessa College, and he was incredible at Odessa. He hit .407 with 7 home runs and 53 RBI in 53 games, and really did have a good season at Abilene Christian, a .347 on-base percentage.
As this one missing off the inside corner, Luke Reynolds, the Upper Valley left fielder, standing in from the left side here. Count 1-0 on him. Now the 1-0, that one checks his swing, but it's a called strike anyway, and the count evens up at a ball and a strike.
Another important thing to notice, every player on the field wearing their jersey, wearing the jersey they represent of the team that they play for in the NECBL. So tons of different jerseys here on the diamond tonight.
Count 2 balls and a strike on Reynolds, who's hitting .302 on the season for the Upper Valley Nighthawks. The 2-1 pitch runs inside. Count evens at 2-2. That Upper Valley squad has more All-Stars, 9 All-Stars initially going to the game from Upper Valley, and managed by Jason Safarski, the Upper Valley manager. St. Mike's and the first-year manager down at UV, as this one is hit right field and deep. Back goes Ding Kong by the wall, but he can watch it sail. A 2-run blast for Luke Reynolds, and the Northern Division hits 2 home runs in the bottom of the first inning. It's 3-0.
Looked like Luke Reynolds knew that one was gone. The second it left his bat. It's a great piece of hitting there by the Southern Miss left fielder. He got all of that pitch. And once again, Ben White leaving a fastball up in the zone. This one towards that middle inner half of the plate. And we've seen Luke Reynolds do a lot of damage in the home run derby. Had a nice performance earlier this afternoon in the derby. And you can tell when you gain some confidence seeing that ball go over the fence, it's pretty much idiokinesis from there, Jasper, and gives you confidence and puts you in a rhythm at the plate. And Luke Reynolds gives the Northern Division All-Stars a 3-0 lead here in the bottom half of the first.
So Ben White got 2 quick outs to lead off the game, then a solo blast by Mayola. Claiborne walks, and a 2-run homer by Luke Reynolds. Reynolds has 4 home runs on the regular season, as the second baseman Al Molina standing in as he fouls this one back to the screen.
Al Molina, a very, very good defensive player out of Seton Hall, hit .259 in 48 starts this past spring for the Pirates.
As that one cut on a miss, count to 1 ball and 2 strikes on the second baseman. Strong defensive second baseman for the Nighthawks as well.
Had 2 home runs and 22 RBI for Seton Hall. Worked 41 walks as well.
As that one's cut on and missed on a ball in the dirt, tagged out by the catcher Duvall, and that will retire the side. So 3 runs come home in the bottom half of the first inning as the Northern Division takes a 3-0 lead here. An impressive offensive display in bottom 1.
Oh, what an absolute way to start this ball game for the Northern Division All-Stars. A couple of home runs, a solo home run from Mayola, the 2-run shot over the right field fence from Luke Reynolds. The South has to find a way to answer here, and it's no easy task against Ashton Raines from Bloomsburg, a guy that can throw from the sidearm arm slot, that can throw over the top as well. Tons of talent on this Upper Valley team, not just offensively, a team that has had a lot of offensive success, but a team that plays solid defense, has had excellent pitching performances as well. And it looks like we have South Field reporter Dave Peck, who will be available for an interview with Ben White from Plymouth, the starting pitcher.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Ben White as we narrowly evade one of the mid-inning games. Ben, got the first 2 outs, couple of home runs. What happened on those pitches?
Missed a couple spots, throwing fastballs in the middle. Guys put some good swings on the ball. Got to tip my cap. They got all of them. So.
Now you play for the Holy Cross Crusaders. Your dad played at URI. He was actually inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2011. How much of an influence has he been on your baseball career?
I mean, he never played baseball. He's always encouraged me no matter what. He just wants me to be the best I can be, compete, helps me with whatever I can do. So, I got to thank him and Mom, too. So they've been great.
Now the Pilgrims are in 3rd place. They have clinched that spot for the playoffs. What do you guys got to do to make a run?
I mean, we got to just keep playing the way we're playing. We're playing pretty well, pretty solid baseball. Got to keep hitting it and pitching it. Hopefully we don't have an inning like that. But if we keep playing the way we're playing, we're going to do pretty well.
All right, thank you. Guys, back to you.
Thank you very much, Dave Peck. As we're up here in the broadcast booth getting ready for the second inning, it'll be Ding Kong, Jew, and Griffin Day out to face Ashton Raines, the right-hander from the Upper Valley Nighthawks, who will take over on the hill here.
Yeah, Ashton Raines, we talked about him, a guy that can throw from multiple arm slots, which makes him that much tougher to hit.
Raines delivers his first pitch that misses outside on the season. He is 4-0 with a stellar 1.38 ERA. He has 33 Ks in 39 innings. He's made 10 appearances, 6 of them starts for the UV Nighthawks. The 1-0 misses off the inside corner. Back-to-back balls coming into the game out of the bullpen, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, Raines at Bloomsburg this year. Went 4-4 overall, 12 appearances, 11 starts, a 5.59 ERA over 67.2 innings pitched.
Two-ball pitch is a hit into right field. Coming on is Mayola as he makes the catch for the first out. So Ding Kong flies out to right field, a tough out. As we mentioned during the home run derby, he was one of the participants. He broke the NECBL all-time home run record this year.
Yeah, well struck ball there from Ding Kong, and definitely put on a nice performance in the home run derby. Hit 15 in the first round, hit 7 in the championship round, a total of 22. Certainly nothing to hang your head on by Ding Kong. Really had an excellent performance here today in the derby.
You know, you say 15. We say 15 in the first round, and that's one thing. He hit 15 in 3 minutes in the first round. I think that's pretty darn impressive.
I also like the job, that the NECBL has done with that 3-minute time slot. It adds a little extra spice, adds a little extra offensive rhythm challenge with that because you don't have 10 outs. It adds a little endurance factor. It was a lot of fun to watch. And, of course, Rob Baselli from Keene was able to win that home run derby from St. John's.
I agree 100%. I think adding the timing aspect into it, it kind of makes your heart race a little bit out there, adds some extra intensity that hasn't previously been seen in the home run derby. So I like it a lot. 15 in 3 minutes for Ding Kong as he flies out for out number 1. Tommy Ju, the batter now. Count 2-1 on the center fielder as he stands in from the right side. Now the pitch from Rains. That one cut on and missed on a good breaking ball, and the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, you'll see Rains do a couple of different things. We talked about the 2 different arm slots, but also has a slider from the side, has a curveball up top, throws a 2-seam fastball from the side. So really, in the end, has about 6 different pitches.
This one is crushed down the left field line, but foul. That ball well struck into the woods down there, but well foul.
Yeah, nice piece of hitting there by Tommy Ju. Really got all of that pitch, just a little ahead of that offering, but that's where you have to make contact with that pitch. An inside 2-seam fastball there from Rains from the sidearm arm slot. Ju able to get the barrel of his bat on that ball.
2-2 just misses the hair below the knees, maybe outside there. Dangerous take with 2 strikes. But getting the call is the center fielder Ju, and the count runs full to 3-2. Tommy Ju on the season for the Mystic Schooners, hitting .321. He has played in 31 games for Mystic. That one chopped foul to the left side, out of play. Count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes.
North Division team getting off to a great start. 3 runs in the bottom of the first inning, and they were able to do it on 2 hits. Both of those hits went over the fence for home runs. The solo home run from Mayola, the 2-run shot from Luke Reynolds.
As the payoff pitch is chopped to the right side, pitcher Rains moving over, but he can't get to it. Tried to get to it and attempt a shovel scoop to the first baseman Hughes, but it popped out of his glove, and Ju will be aboard with an infield single.
That's what the South needs. We'll see how they want to rule that.
They're going to give him an error on that, and E1 as it gets away from the pitcher Rains. So Ju reaches on an error, and that is the first base runner. And now they're going to change it to a hit, so it'll be the first hit of the game for the Southern Division for Tommy Ju.
Nice job there by Tommy Ju, battling against Rains, finding a way to put the ball in play. That's going to be another key. We've talked about how important and how dominant both teams' pitching staffs are, which is absolutely true. These offenses have to find a way to put the baseball in play. Tommy Ju did it right there. You never know what can happen.
Standing in now is the first baseman Griffin Day. Count no balls and 2 strikes on the first baseman Day. Now Rains from the stretch. Look at the runner on first, the pitch. That one cut on and missed, as that is strike 3. Striking out is Griffin Day. That's the second out of the second inning.
Yeah, nice pitch there from Ashton Rains, and went to the changeup there from that sidearm slot. Just a very difficult pitch to hit. Big spot here, though, for Andrew Dashbach, the third baseman from Stanford. Week 4 NECBL Player of the Week, went 9 for 19 with a home run. Very talented player, versatile defensive player, has played third base, first base, both corner outfield spots, designated hitter. Really does it all. 40th round draft pick of the Tampa Bay Rays last year as well.
Newport player getting the start at third base today as he fouls this one back to the screen. Hitting .310 on the season for the Newport Gulls, who hosted the 2016 All-Star Game. That, as we said, ended in a tie. There's no ties in baseball except when we're talking about All-Star games. As that one ending in a tie down at Cardines Field, a thrilling All-Star game, though.
That one, the Northern Division team at one point had an 8-1 lead, and this a 3-run deficit for the South once again.
As this one is hitting the air, right field coming on is Mayola, and he will make the catch for out number 3. So that will retire the side. The Southern Division get their first hit of the game here in the second inning on a single by Tommy Jew, but can't make anything of it as Dashbach flying out, and a solid inning there for Ashton Rains.
Threw a lot of strikes, Jasper, and that's what you want. No walks issued by either team. It looks like we have Ryan Murphy field level, who looks like he's going to be joined alongside by Blake Whitney, the Northern Division starting pitcher from USC Upstate. Once again, Ryan Murphy, the field reporter for the Northern Division.
All right, everyone, I'm here with the All-Star Game starter for the Northern Division, Blake Whitney. 2 strikeouts and a 1-2-3 frame for you, Blake. Had to feel good out there.
Yeah, I felt good. I was out there. I was just throwing as hard as I could, honestly. And mixing the slider, throwing as hard as I could, too. Getting a little frustrated when the third guy kept fouling it off because I wanted him to strike outside really bad, but it is what it is.
Having really a historic season this year, 80 strikeouts, 82 if you include today. Was there a point in the summer where you realized, wow, I'm really dialed in, I can strike out guys pretty much at will?
Yeah, after the Vermont game, at Vermont, when I struck out 11 through 7, I think it was, and that's when it like clicked. I was like, I'm striking out a lot of guys. It's kind of cool.
Blake Whitney, 2 strikeouts, and if the score holds, he's in line for the win tonight here at Joe Wolf Field. Blake, you've had an incredible season and an incredible start on the mound. Thanks for joining us here at the All-Star Game.
Thanks, Ryan.
Darren and Jasper, back up to you in the booth.
Thank you very much, Ryan Murphy downstairs with Blake Whitney. And Blake Whitney, through his first inning, as Ryan mentioned, was excellent. He shut down the South 1-2-3, a pair of strikeouts and a flyout, as they really weren't able to touch him. And he got 2 of what he does best, which is the K pitches. And he has just been tremendous for the North Adams Steeplecats, who are hosting the 2017 All-Star Game. And like we said, 80 strikeouts on the season for Blake Whitney, and he coasts through that first inning. And it'll be for the North in the bottom of the second, Shane Hughes, Mark Slouse, and Dean Lockery. That's 8, 9, and 1 in the starting lineup. As a new pitcher on the mound from the Ocean State Waves, I believe that will be Aaron Pinto who takes over. As forgive us, that sometimes gets somewhat complicated with all the same numbers, but the Ocean State Waves product will take over on the mound. Aaron Pinto, the 6-foot, 200-pound right-hander, as bats from the left side, throws from the right. Has an ERA through 10 innings on the season of exactly 0.
Certainly a talented player, and a very hard fastball there from Aaron Pinto, and a guy that absolutely deserves to be here in the All-Star Game. Has had an excellent year at Stony Brook this past spring. We'll get you those numbers momentarily.
As his first pitch to Shane Hughes is hit foul straight back to the screen. And it's 0-1. No balls and a strike on the first baseman, Shane Hughes, out of Sanford. Righty-lefty matchup here between Pinto and Hughes. Breaking ball runs in and hits him right on the elbow guard. So his second pitch runs wild, and Hughes is aboard to lead off the second inning.
Yeah, nice job there by Hughes to kind of hang in and take that pitch, because I'll tell you what, that's a hard pitch there. It looked like a fastball that got him exactly on that front side elbow. And once again, the Northern Division team finding a way to get runners on base.
I believe that may be actually Politi out on the mound from Ocean State. As this one is grounded right back to him, he'll go to second for the first out. The throw on to first is in time. A 1-2-4-3 double play, nicely turned there by Politi as he turns quickly, firing to second to get the first out, and then the relay onto first in time.
Yeah, that is Politi there on the mound out of Seton Hall. Went 0-3 this year, 16 appearances, a couple starts, a 3.13 ERA through 23 innings, had 41 strikeouts, certainly a strikeout guy, able to get the 1-6-3 double play.
As we'll likely see Andrew Pinto come on later for Ocean State, but 2 gone for the shortstop Dean Lockery out of Keene as he stands in from the left side. The first pitch to him catches the outside corner. Nice first pitch there. Not much you can do for that, and it's taken by Lockery for strike 1.
Dean Lockery, one of the best shortstops, you could say it, in the entire country. Had an incredible year at Central Connecticut State. Hit .330 in 58 starts, 2 home runs, 30 RBI. But how about this? A .459 on base percentage and a .473 slugging percentage.
Lockery, 5'11", 180 pounds. Now the 0-1 to him as that one misses off the outside corner, and the count evens up at a ball and a strike. Casper Goodman, Darren Zaslow, our field reporters Ryan Murphy and Dave Peck, and we want to send a special thank you to the Newport Gulls broadcast team coming down here from Rhode Island. They put on a fantastic show for everyone watching as this one is cut on and missed for strike 2. The count goes to a ball and 2 strikes on Lockery.
Tom Lima, Shannon Carlson with the Newport Gulls, our broadcast producers here tonight for the All-Star game. We thank them and really appreciate all of their efforts throughout the course of the day.
As that one misses for a ball, he thought about it, but not pulling the trigger as the count 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Dean Lockery. Hitting .314 on the season for the Keene Swamp Bats through 39 games and 153 at-bats. He's seen a lot of time this summer for Keene. Play down at Alumni Field. Now the 2-2 to the lefty batter is hit in the air left side and out of play. He has kind of a funny stance, almost crouching over the plate there, but certainly working for him, hitting north of 300 on the season.
And he did that at Central Connecticut State this year. That .330 batting average in 58 starts placed him on the All-Northeast Conference first team. He was also an All-ECAC second team selection and New England Intercollegiate Baseball Association All-New England second team selection as well.
As that one is a strike 3 on the inside corner, foul tipped into the glove of the catcher Duvall, and that will retire the side. So Lockery, the shortstop, strikes out swinging for out number 3 here, and an unconventional 1-2-3 inning in the second as Hughes hit by the pitch and then put away on the 1-4-3 double play. Nicely turned by the pitcher Politi.
Yeah, Politi got a great read on that baseball. It's hit right back to him, but the most impressive thing after he fields it, makes a great throw over to Titus at shortstop, and the Bryant shortstop with an excellent arm able to make the throw on to first off the relay after stepping on that second base bag. And that's just how the South team drew it up. You get away off the leadoff hit by pitch, get that double play ball that you need. It gives you some momentum. And we go into the top half of the third, Jasper, when in a game that really feels like the Northern Division is controlling it. But, you know, a couple hits and a blast over the fence could certainly change the direction of this ball game. And it looks like we have Dave Peck on the field with Politi. We'll send it down to you,
guys.
Dave.
I'm here alongside. Thanks, guys. I'm here alongside Ocean State Waves, Andrew Politi. Andrew, 1 runner on, you're able to do that PFP double play. What was working there?
Just threw the fastball inside, got the ground ball, and turn 2.
Now, it was a quick inning for you, kind of keeping these hitters off balance. What was your approach batter to batter?
I was just trying to compete with my fastball, just have fun with it out there, throw my slider for strikes, and then compete with my fastball.
So the Waves are 31-11. They're in first place in the Southern Division. And a large part of that has been the strong pitching core. The staff has done such a great job keeping you guys in it. What has to happen for you guys to compete for the championship?
I just think our pitching just has to continue to be strong and then just get the bats alive. You know, if we score a few runs, I think our pitching can shut it down. So,
guys, back to you.
Thank you very much, Dave Peck. Down on the field, one of our 2 field reporters, Dave Peck, Ryan Murphy, along with us on the broadcast as It'll be 8-9 and 1-2 up in the third inning. And the new pitcher on the mound for the Northern Division, Danny Werchansky, as his first pitch is hit in the air to right field. Coming on is Mayola over towards the line, and he will give way to the second baseman, Al Molina, who moves over and makes a nice play.
Able to retire Bacala on one pitch. And, well, you see the talent with this Northern Division pitching staff. Bacala, an excellent player representing New Bedford and Kansas, goes down on one pitch. Just one hit thus far for the Southern Division All-Stars. That was by Tommy Jew, an infield single with one out in the second.
As Ty Duvall will stand in from the left side. He looks at ball one downstairs. It's 1-0 to the Southern Division catcher. Duvall, 5'10", 195 pounds out of Vanderbilt.
Werchansky, a southpaw from Pace. We'll get you his numbers too.
As this one misses just off the inside corner and brushing him off the plate a little bit there. Count goes to 2-0. Werchansky has been excellent for the Upper Valley Nighthawks.
Went 4-5 at Pace, 13 appearances, 11 starts.
Now the 2-0 from him is right down Broadway for a called strike. It's 2-1 now on the season for Upper Valley. He's 4-1 with a 2.51 ERA. He has 26 strikeouts and 39 1/3.
And those 70.2 innings pitched by Werchansky.
As this one's hit in the air to center field, Godino moves over and makes the catch for out number 2 as the Nighthawks pitcher gets a fly out to a Nighthawks outfielder, 2 away.
Yeah, the southpaw, 65 strikeouts, 26 earned runs on 60 hits. Led his Pace team in strikeouts. He also threw the second most innings, and opponents hit 228 against him. Werchansky, 6 foot, 185 pounds, resides in Stony Point, New York, and is a rising junior.
As back to the top of the order now, and Nick Maselli as he stands in from the right side. Maselli out of Wagner, struck out looking in his first at-bat, as that one is cut on and missed. So Blake Wickney starting for the North Adams Steeplecats, and then manager Jason Safarski going to 2 of his own guys, Raines and Werchansky here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? No, says the first base umpire. That's Dave Simon. And the count to 2-1. Selly again 0 for 1 on the day. First time facing Werchansky. Now the 2-1 pitch. That one hit in the air. Right field. Coming on is Mayola. And he will take charge and make the catch to retire the side. So 1-2-3 goes the Southern Division. In the top of the third, Werchansky comes on and gets a pop out and a pair of flyouts to retire the side. And excellent job on the hill there from the lefty.
Absolutely, Werchansky dominant. Looks like Ryan Murphy will go down to him on the field for another interview.
All right, welcome down and back to the field, everyone, as I'm with the general manager of the host North Adams Steeplecats, Jonah Bayless. And Jonah, that this has to be a great day for you and for the Steeplecat organization, seeing the stands overflowing here at Joe Wolf Field for what has really been a great day of baseball.
It's been fantastic. You know, it kicked off so early with 9:45 with the showcase portion, and you know, we just rolled right through with BP, and then home run derby. It was a great home run derby, and now we're rolling right through with the game, and it's been amazing. The fans came out and watched some of the showcase, and they even came out, and watched some of the batting practice before gates were technically open. And it was just a testament to how great our fans are. And now we have fans from all over the region, and it's been a great night. I can't say much more.
And not just as the general manager of the host Steeplecats, but you played in this game, so hosting this game today has a little extra meaning because you know what it means to play in this game.
Yeah, sure. I played way back a few years ago, I'll never forget the day. You get on the mound and your eyes come up for your first warm-up pitch, and there's a whole sea of radar guns at the backstop, and it gets nerve-wracking if you're not used to it. And it was a great opportunity, and that catapulted my possibility to play professional baseball. So I'm forever thankful for that game.
Jonah Bayless, the general manager of the North Adams Steeplecats, as they host their first All-Star game in 10 years. Darren and Jasper, back to you guys.
Thank you very much. Ryan Murphy down on the field, as it'll be Brent Teller who takes over on the hill for the Southern Division All-Stars. Politti, after 1-2-3 inning, handing things over to Teller, the righty from the New Bedford Bay Sox. Teller having an excellent season for New Bedford.
Teller representing the Bay Sox and Sacred Heart, where he went 4-3 this past spring. Made 14 starts and 19 appearances, Jasper. A 4.43 ERA over 81.1 innings pitched. He struck out 58 and gave up 40 earned runs. So the gist here that you're getting a lot of innings on that right arm from Brent Teller, once again representing Sacred Heart.
As Anthony Godino in the top of the Northern Division order will face off against the right-hander in Brent Teller. On the mound now out of the New Bedford Bay Sox, who play down at Paul Walsh Field in the Southern Division. Godino 0 for 1 on the day. He struck out swinging in his first at-bat, and we heard in between inning the general manager here of the North Adams Steeplecats, as the first pitch is fouled back to the screen. It's 0-1, but I have to say an excellent job done by him and his organization this weekend on the All-Star festivities.
Oh, you're absolutely right, Jasper, and we certainly have to acknowledge the entire organization of the North Adams Steeplecats. The hospitality up here has been great, and most importantly, they've put on an excellent display of talent for these players. A beautiful ballpark here at Joe Wolf Field.
Absolutely. You got the mountains out in left field in the background as this one misses outside. The count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike.
We'll see what Teller can do. 19 total appearances at Sacred Heart, 14 starts, a 4-3 record. Last year in 2016, still threw a lot of innings. A 4-4 overall record, a 3.91 ERA, over 46 innings pitched. He's 6'2", 185 pounds, resides in Miami, Florida.
He's 3-3 with a 1.92 ERA on the season for New Bedford. Now the 2-2 from the righty. That one chopped foul to the left side. Godino battling here with 2 strikes as he stays alive. That one hit over towards the on-deck circle where Alex Brewer stands.
Teller, a rising junior. And Jasper, we talked about this, I think, during the Home Run Derby. You know, this is a big summer for rising juniors because now you become draft eligible. You have a chance to, to have your dreams come true. And you talk about the great competition here in the NECBL. Well, this is the type of league that can give you confidence, arguably going into your most important season of baseball in your entire life, at least up until this point.
Absolutely, as rising juniors and seniors eligible for the Major League Baseball amateur draft, as Teller elevates the fastball there, getting Godino to swing through it, and that's out number 1 of the bottom of the 3rd inning. So that will bring up Alex Brewer, the third baseman, who's 0 for 1 on the day, as that one is cut on and missed. And one of the things, the league holding a luncheon prior to the game here, and one of the things that they talked about is the number of guys who have come through this NECBL All-Star game and where they have wound up, and that is something that I know the league really hangs its hat on.
Oh, absolutely, and you have to credit the job of Commissioner Sean McGrath, and all the way down, because this league not only has been great this year and in the 2000s, but just the history, the rich history of this league with producing professional talent cannot be spoken enough about.
0 balls and 2 strikes as Brewer fouling that one off to the left side. Now the 2-strike pitch misses just off the outside corner. Waste pitch there. Brewer wouldn't chase it. It's 1-2.
Brewer, a Vanderbilt product, played in 14 games this past spring for the Commodores, made a couple starts. Went 0 for 15, had an RBI, a run scored, and he walked 3 times.
Right-hander shakes off a pair of signs from the catcher, Duvall. Now he'll step off the rubber. Wants to regroup a second. Trying to find a pitch that he wants here on 1-2. Now the delivery, that one hits straight back up the middle off his glove into center field. That's a base hit. Single for the third baseman, Brewer. And he is aboard with 1 out here in the 3rd inning. That ball was laced right back up the middle. And I'll tell you, almost just reflexes there from Brent Teller to stick the glove up, try and get it in the way of that one.
You can see it on your replay in front of you. Nice job even to get a glove on that line drive. But how about the year for Brewer at Forest High School back in 2016 as a senior? lettered 4 years on the Forest High School baseball team. He earned his 3rd district MVP, was named All-State, and was Mr. Baseball, of course, as a senior in 2016. That, I'm sure, gave him a lot of confidence going into college.
As Colby Mayola slaps this one into center field, and it gets by the center fielder, Jew. That one's going to roll behind him. Being waved around third base is Brewer. The throw to the plate will be not in time. The run scores, and it's 4-0 for the Northern Division. It'll be a single for Colby Mayola and an E8 that pushes Brewer around as it gets by Tommy Jew out in center field. And the run scores for the North.
Yeah, just took a bad hop there on Jew in center field. There you can see it on your replay in front of you. And just the ball that you have to find a way to knock down. But you credit the aggressiveness of Tommy Jew, the UC Santa Barbara product at least, you know, trying to make an aggressive play. You can tell Alex Brewer, we bring up the word aggression, well, he was aggressively rounding second base, trying to go first to third on that single to the outfield. And it's really a do-or-die play, and a ball that just took a bad hop off the heel of Tommy Jew's glove, and it looks like we are going to have a new pitcher into the ball game for Brent Teller. And the North Division All-Stars, Jasper, finding a rhythm offensively, doing a nice job on the mound, and defensively as well. You know, this is a very well-rounded team, as is the South as well.
Absolutely, and that's just what you want out of your all-star team. And I'll tell you there for Tommy Jew, you're an outfielder coming in on that ball. You're focused on the runner, thinking about that runner who's trying to go first to third. You see it just hop over your glove there, and that's just a tough break. Takes a weird hop out on the outfield grass there, gets by you, and the run scores.
Looks like we do have a new pitcher on the mound for the Southern Division All-Stars.
Looks like it's going to be Ben Onishko, I believe, who's going to come on from the Ocean State Waves. The lefty senior, 6'2", 205 pounds.
That's what it looks like.
The lefty will take over here for Brent Teller, who is done in the middle of an inning.
We'll see what Onishko can do. A rising senior at Stetson. 6'2", 205 pounds. Enters here in really what is a tough spot. One away, a runner on third, and Mayola. Already a 4-0 deficit for the Southern Division team. Jasper, you have to think that this South team has to really find a way to put things together, and put things together soon.
Yeah, they got to get some offense going in this game. They faced three really tough guys in Blake Whitney, Ashton Rains, and Danny Werchansky. And they've had just one hit through the first 3 innings. And the offense is really going to be the key for them down the stretch.
Oh, you're absolutely right. And we'll see what Onishko can do. Like we said, a southpaw out of Stetson this past spring at a 4.83 ERA for the Hatters. He went 2-4. 16 appearances, 3 starts, had a save as well. He threw 31.2 innings, giving up 17 runs on 30 hits. But here's the number you like to see, Jasper. 45 strikeouts, opponents hitting just 246 against him at Stetson. And he'll face Kobe Claiborne. I like the move that Jim Sorrow does. He goes to his own left-handed pitcher here, a lefty-lefty matchup, a favorable matchup, at least if you're looking at it statistically, with it being a lefty-lefty matchup between Onishko and Claiborne.
So Onishko will take over on the hill, and you said it, face a tough hitter in the DH, Kobe Claiborne, who walked and scored in his first at-bat. As he chops this one slowly to the right side, stopped by Maselli. His throw will go to first base. That's in time to get the out, but scoring from third base is Mayola, so Claiborne gets the job done. He's retired, but pushes the run across from third base, and it's 5-0 for the Northern Division.
Exactly what you want if you're Kobe Claiborne. You want to be aggressive on one of the first pitches you see. If it's in that spot, you don't have to do too much with it. Put the ball past the pitcher. Do your job. Kobe Claiborne did just that. It's 5-0 Northern Division All-Stars here with 2 away in the bottom of the third.
That'll bring up Luke Reynolds from Upper Valley as he looks at a first pitch that just misses, and it's 1-0. Reynolds is 1 for 1. He had the 2-run blast back in the first inning. 1-0 pitch is a called strike on the outside corner, and the count evens up.
Can Sean McGrath please come to the press box?
Now the 1-1 from the lefty. That one cut on and missed. Big hack there from the left fielder, Reynolds.
Reynolds, like we talked about, a home run derby participant.
Out of the windup here, now the 1-2 pitch. That one is cut on and missed for strike 3, tagged by the catcher, Ty Duvall, and that will retire the side. So 3 outs recorded here, but not before 2 runs come across to score for the Northern Division as they tack on 2 more to add to their lead, thanks to an RBI ground out by Claiborne, and then an error out in center field that pushed a run across on a single.
Yeah, great inning for this Northern Division team. You know, they're doing the little things right, even situational hitting, being aggressive on the bases, throwing strikes on the mound. It's all the little things. And it looks like Ryan Murphy, the field reporter for the Northern Division All-Stars, is down there on the field. As Southern Division field reporter Dave Peck also available, looks like, for an interview with John Trousdale from Alabama.
Thanks, guys. I'm here alongside John Trousdale of Trousdale, I believe it is.
That's right. That's right. Yes, sir.
Of the Mystic Schooners. John, coming all the way from Alabama.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Long ways.
How did you hear about the NECBL and what brings you to Mystic?
Well, I never really heard much about it, you know, until my coaches in the fall. We got it set up to come, and you know, this has been a great league so far, and I've had a great time. So I'm just enjoying this. I'm enjoying this game. It's been great.
Is there a huge difference between like New England culture down south? A little bit of a culture shock or anything?
A little bit. You know, the biggest thing really is first of all the food, and second of all the accent, of course. And I can't get away with anything around here, so.
No, it stands out very blatantly. I also hear from one of your teammates, you have a little trouble waking up. You know, we all kind of do, have a little trouble. You ever think about setting an alarm?
Hey, sometimes you the AM and PM, you get mixed up.
That's an honest mistake. Guys, John Trousdale, back to you guys upstairs.
Thank you very much. Southern Division field reporter Dave Peck joining us downstairs. Thank you, Dave. As a new pitcher on the mound for the Northern Division, it will be the hometown boy, Pagan, coming on from the North Adams Steeplecats. As TJ Pagan, the righty senior, 6'3", 200 pounds, as he will take over for Danny Rchansky and face 2, 3, 4 in the Southern Division order.
Yeah, Pagan from the University of Pittsburgh, a 1-1 record this past spring for the Panthers. 14 appearances, no starts, 12.1 innings pitched. Gave up 6 earned runs on 17 hits. He struck out 11.
He's 0-1 on the season with a 3.98 ERA as this one misses off the outside corner, and it's 1-0. Meisner, the batter. Left fielder standing in here from the Newport Gulls. Righty-lefty matchup here. Pagan working from the stretch as that one misses outside. And it's 2-0 now, not using full mechanics even with nobody on base.
Yeah, Pagan transferred from Hartford Community College in Maryland. Played there for 2 seasons, held the school record with 27 appearances. A single season record.
Now the 2-0 pitch from the righty. That one a called strike on the inside corner. Nice spot, and it's 2-1 now.
And was the closer at Hartford Community College and recorded 9 saves as well. So a very hard-throwing submariner.
Look in from the righty, gets something he likes, and this one's chopped foul back behind home plate. Count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out in the inning. Meisner leading things off, infield and outfield straight away for the Northern Division All-Stars. No defensive changes just yet. Still got the starters in here in the top of the 4th inning. Right-hander TJ Pagan with the 2-2 pitch as that one's chopped to the right side. Fielded on a tough hop as it gets away from the first baseman Hughes, and he will be in time to get the out. He takes it himself there. It took a tough hop off his glove, bounced in front of him, and then he picked it up just in time to run to the bag to get the out. 3 unassisted as Meisner is retired.
Yeah, got a tough in-between hop. You can see on your replay in front of you, there it was, but credit the job of Hughes getting in front of that baseball, having enough time to regather and step on the bag. and that was just able to get Meisner by about a step.
So the shortstop, Jimmy Titus, will stand in now with one gone in the inning. First pitch to him. It's called a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Titus flew out to center field in his first at-bat.
Jimmy Titus out of Bryant. Very smooth fielding shortstop, a very toolsy player, has really a lot of different talents offensively, defensively as well.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Pagan coming from the stretch here, trying to get the second out of the 4th inning. Now the pitch from the righty. That one misses outside, and it's 2-1 now.
A native of Stafford, Connecticut, a rising sophomore at Bryant, 6'1", 195 pounds, representing the Ocean State Waves as well.
I'll tell you, that's a Waves team that has had an absolutely sensational season down at Old Mountain Field as that one misses inside, and it's really been their pitching staff. I mean, these guys, Titus and the offensive guys, have been big contributors, but their pitching staff is outstanding this season.
And you have to wonder, can they continue it? You know, can they continue to do the little things right? That's going to be the difference. It's the fundamentals of baseball. A very talented Ocean State team, but they need to keep, you know, doing what they've been doing and find a way to keep that foot on the gas pedal. It's a very talented team, a team that really could run the table all the way to the championship if they continue to play excellent baseball.
2 first-place teams in the Northern Division, the UV Nighthawks in the South, those Ocean State Waves. Now the payoff pitch from Pagan. That one just misses off the outside corner. Titus on down to first base, and Pagan thought he had strike 3 there.
Yeah, very close pitch. A nice job by Jimmy Titus once again, working another quality at bat, fouling off pitches, having a great eye at the plate, and most importantly, making these Northern Division arms work. That's what you want to do. And Titus is aboard here. We'll see what Pagan decides to go with. Has kind of been a little effectively wild here thus far. 11 pitches thrown through just the third of an inning, 5 strikes and 6 balls for the Pittsburgh product.
That brings up Gio Ding Kong as the first pitch to him misses outside, and it's 1-0. Ding Kong flew out to right field in his first at-bat as his Southern Division All-Stars trail 5-0 here in the 4th inning. Pagan, a look over his shoulder at the runner on first. Long look in, the pitch. That one is popped up. Right field coming on is Mayola, and he will make the catch for out number 2. Runner Titus back to first base. There's 2 away.
Yeah, nice job there by Pagan. Goes to the inside fastball, and credit the job of Ding Kong keeping his hands inside the baseball, but Mayola with a nice read out there in right field, able to make the catch.
So that brings up the center fielder, Tommy Jew, who has the lone hit in the game for the Southern Division. He'll dig in from the right side, trying to spark something here with 2 outs and a runner on in the inning. First pitch to him is hit in the air to left center field. That one is going to get down for base hit. It one-hops the wall as being waved around third base is Jimmy Titus. The throw will come to third base, and that will be not in time. 1 run scores, and it's going to be an RBI triple for the center fielder, Tommy Jew. The Southern Division All-Stars get on the board, and they cut this lead down. It's now 5-1 for the North.
Yeah, great job there by Tommy Jew. Got a pitch he could handle, an inside fastball, and struck that one well into the left center field gap. And there you can see it, Jasper. That is how this ballpark can play into the advantage of hitters sometimes. A lot of space out there in that outfield, especially in the alleys. Two-out RBI triple from Tommy Jew. Sets the scene for Griffin Day here.
So Day stands in with the runner on third base, and that one a called strike on the outside corner. Runner on third base, South trying to push across another one. TJ Pagan responsible for the lone run scored as this one misses outside. It's going to get away from the catcher Slouse. That'll be a wild pitch as coming around to score is Tommy Jew. And it's 5-2 for the Northern Division.
And there you see how one hit can really change the game. The South doing a nice job answering the offensive production from the North, pretty much canceling out the 2 runs that the North was able to push across just a half a frame ago in the bottom of the third. Credit the South here doing a nice job. Both of these runs scored with 2 outs.
As that one missing off the outside corner there. So a 2-out rally here for the Southern Division All-Stars, and that's kind of the offensive spark that this team needed to try and climb back into this one. 5-2 now.
Absolutely, and they're putting the ball in play. They're making the North work.
As that one is foul tipped in the glove for strike 3, and that will retire the side. But the RBI triple by Tommy Jew gets the South on the board. And they are right back into this game as it's 5-2 through 3.5 here at Joe Wolf Field. Ryan Murphy is standing by downstairs. Ryan?
All right, fans, here with Mark Slouse, the Winnipesaukee Muskrats, another winner for the North today, as Mark was the winner of the U-Hit competition that the guys went through today. Kind of explain to the fans what they had you do and what you were so successful at.
I mean, it was hard, but it was pitch recognition on the computer. So it's kind of like if you're playing the show, you just get like little dots coming in, and you just had to click a button if it was a strike or a ball. And so if it was strike, you click the button. If ball, you take it. So I mean, it was fun, but I really didn't think I was going to win. So it was hard.
Walked away with a brand new bat. Walked away with a brand new hat. Just in addition to your victory, just how has your All-Star experience been here in North Adams?
Oh, I mean, it's been great. I mean, what a job you guys have done. Like, the field looks great. It's been really organized, and we've had a blast, so it's been a lot of fun.
Make it 3 wins for the North and none for the South today, as Mark Slouse, the winner of our U-Hit competition here at the ballpark. We'll send it back up to the broadcast booth in the bottom of the 4th inning in the NECBL All-Star Game.
Thank you very much. Ryan Murphy down on the field as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. It'll be Al Molina, Shane Hughes, and Mark Slouse due up here in the 4th inning. And I believe they will stay with those 3. And a new pitcher on here for the Southern Division All-Stars.
Yeah, it looks like they are going to go to the right-hander. It's Kevin Chandler from UC Santa Barbara, Tommy Jew's teammate, who's currently in center field from Mystic. Chandler as well, representing the Mystic Schooners at UC Santa Barbara this past spring. He went 0-2, 21 appearances, a 4.88 ERA. Through 27.2 innings, gave up 26 hits, 15 earned runs. He also struck out 24.
The right-hander will take over on the mound now and face the middle part of that Northern Division order. Al Molina's 0 for 1. He will lead things off. He struck out in his first and only at bat.
Now batting for the Northern Division All-Stars, number 9.
As we'll likely start seeing a fair amount of changes next inning. As Molina stands in from the right side. The first pitch to him is a called strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Infield remaining the same for the South, as that one's chopped foul down the first baseline, and it's 0-2 now. Again, Molina King in his first at-bat, but the first time facing Kevin Chandler. No balls and 2 strikes. Righty out of the windup, the pitch, as that one is cut on and missed for strike 3. And Molina K's for the second time. There's one away.
Yeah, nice job there by Chandler, and really had a great year as well as a true freshman, where he made 18 appearances and had a 3.77 ERA over 28.2 innings of work.
One gone for the first baseman, Shane Hughes, who was plunked in his first at-bat, as he'll stand in from the left side. Now the first pitch to Hughes. Good breaking ball, good movement on that one as it catches the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Righty out of the windup. Now the 1-strike pitch as that one runs in and hits him. Second time in 2 plate appearances in the All-Star game. He's been plunked in both. So Hughes on down to first base, as he's the first base runner of the 4th inning for the Northern Division All-Stars.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that happens.
Just
and
one of those days.
It really is. But hey, you know, any way you can get on base and try and make something happen, you know, credit the job here of this North team. We've talked about it. A team that has been very successful putting runners on base.
So that will bring up Mark Slouse. Correction. There's a pinch hitter here as Alex Griffith coming into the game to hit for Slouse. Griffith from the Keene Swamp Bats. So Slouse's day is done. And the pitch to Griffith misses. It's 2-0. Griffith from Keene. The 5'10", 195-pound right-handed hitter from the University of Pittsburgh. As that one a called strike, it's 2-1. He's hitting .245 on the season for the Swamp Bats through 29 games played. Working from the stretch here is Kevin Chandler with the runner Hughes off of first base. The 2-1 pitch. That one hit hard to the right side, stabbed and caught by the first baseman Day, and he'll take it to the bag himself in time for the unassisted double play. Great play by the first baseman Griffin Day as he stabs a line drive and tags the first base bag in time to get the out. So another unconventional 1-2-3 in the fourth inning. We are through 4 full here from Joe Wolf Field. Score remains 5-2. The Northern Division All-Stars on top here. And how about that play there by the first baseman Day?
Oh, what an absolutely incredible play. Day, a two-way player at Yale. A pitcher, a first baseman, very talented at both spots. Also can swing a bat very well. So really a guy that has numerous talents, has played excellently for the Danbury Westerners. And it looks like Southern Division field reporter Dave Peck is standing alongside Joe Durpich, Griffin Day's Danbury Westerners teammate out of Siena. We'll throw it back down to the field.
Thanks, guys. I'm here alongside Joe Durpich of the Danbury Westerners. Joe, tough season. You guys started out real hot and then started to slide a little bit. What was kind of the mood of the team later on?
I mean, we tried to keep our hopes high. We lost a lot of pitching, so I mean that was tough on us, but we were just trying to have fun, play good baseball.
Now you actually play alongside your younger brother Justin. Tell us, what's that like, you know, playing with him with, you know, a bunch of other college guys?
Yeah, I mean, it's so much fun. I mean, we got to play together once before in my senior year of high school, so getting to play with him was a lot of fun, and, you know, the parents really loved it.
They actually messed up your name in the pregame ceremonies. Do you get that a lot, or, you know, kind of used to it by now?
Not really, but it happens, you know, it's no big deal.
All right, well, best of luck when you head into the game. You know, we'll be looking forward to it. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Durpich. Back up to you guys upstairs, Darren and Jasper.
Thank you very much, Dave Peck. As we head to the 5th inning, a new pitcher on the mound for the Northern Division All-Stars. It'll be Jared Skolnicki from the Vermont Mountaineers. The lefty who won the Northern Division fan vote contest will come on here for the 5th inning. He'll face 8, 9, and 1, and a new new catcher Alex Griffith now behind the plate for the Keene Swamp Bats. And for the final innings of play-by-play, turn things over to our broadcast partner, the All-Star voice of the Southern Division, Darren Zaslow. Darren?
Thank you so much, Jasper. Yeah, we'll see what Andrew Dashbach, Luke Bacala, Ty Duval all can do here against Skolnicki, a southpaw for this Northern Division team representing the Vermont Mountaineers. Skolnicki, a very talented player, won the NECBL fan vote, represents Kent State as well. The Golden Flash 5-2 at Kent State this past spring. 18 appearances, 3 starts, a 3.71 ERA. Struck out 42 over 51 innings pitched. In 2015 was a Capital One third team academic All-American. That was the 3rd in program history. Very talented player. Also lettered 4 years in basketball at Keystone Oaks High School. So we'll see what Skolnicki can do. He'll face off against Andrew Dashbach, the third baseman out of Stanford. Representing the Newport Gulls, crushes this one to deep left field. Back goes Reynolds to the track, looks up, and that's a Gulls goner for Andrew Dashbach. A solo home run here with no outs in the top half of the 5th. Cuts the Northern Division All-Stars lead to 2. It's 5-3 North.
Yeah, that ball was just crushed out to left field. And Skolnicki on the season for the Mountaineers with a 3.21 ERA. And I'll tell you, he's given up a homer in every outing. And those home runs that he's given up have been not literally, but virtually the only runs he's really given up. So he's struggled with the long ball, but outside of that, he's been excellent. So the first pitch he throws here in the All-Star game, taken yard out to left field.
Here's Luke Bacala out of Kansas. Looks at the first pitch low for ball one. It's 1-0 on Bacala. He's 0 for 1 with a pop out. 1-0 from Skolnicki. A pop up right behind the mound. Skolnicki moves about 2 steps to his left and makes the play just to the next of the rubber. And that's good for out number 1. So Bacala goes down here on a couple pitches. It's a P1 if you're keeping score with us at home. Here's Ty Duvall. And hitting in Ty Duvall's spot, it looks like it's going to be from the Ocean State Waves. It's Michael Alessio from Seton Hall. Duvall finishes 0 for 1 with a flyout. As Alessio will take a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. 0-1. Sinking liner. Moving to his left is the second baseman, Molina, who gloves it in shallow right field and throws out Alessio 2 away. 4-3. Alessio is retired, brings back up the top of the order, and Nick Maselli, the second baseman from Wagner, 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. And hitting in Maselli's spot, it's going to be from the New Bedford Bay Sox. And it looks like it's going to be Cody Doyle.
Cody Doyle for New Bedford won the fan vote contest for the Southern Division. He's hitting below the Mendoza line right now, though, as he stands in from the right side. So one fan vote winner facing off against another.
Takes a curveball at the knees on the outside corner for strike 1. It's 0-1 on Doyle. 0-1. This one a soft pop-up right side of the mound. Moving to his left towards the line is Skolnicki. He reaches up and makes the play on the move for out number 3. But the damage has been done for the Southern Division All-Stars. A solo home run off the bat of Andrew Dashbach over the left field fence makes it 5-3. Northern Division All-Stars. For the South, 1 run, 1 hit, none left on. No North air as we go to the bottom half of inning number 5 here on the NECBL Broadcast Network. It's the North 5 and the South 3. Darren Zaslow and Jasper Goodman with you here. And what a ball game it has been. A new pitcher on the mound for the Gulls. It's going to be Kyle Mora representing Newport. Also now Michael Alessio will be behind home plate. And this is the inning where you will see tons of defensive changes. We'll get them to you as we get them up here in the broadcast booth.
That's right. So we'll have, I believe, an entire new defensive alignment here as we head to the 5th inning. So the home run makes it a 5-3 ball game here as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Skolnicki gives up the first pitch blast and then settles down quite nicely to get 3 quick outs. And Skolnicki out of Kent State, I'll tell you, he is a math whiz. Can solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. He's also ambidextrous and an aspiring switch pitcher as he throws almost as hard from the right side as he does from the left. As he'll be likely be done after the 1 inning of work. As it'll be 9-1-2 due up for the North in the 5th inning. To face Kyle Mora from the Newport Gulls.
So tons of different changes for you. We will get them all to you here momentarily. We can tell you the new starting defensive alignment for the Southern Division from left to right. In the infield, John Trousdale mans the hot corner. He's at third base. Brandon Perez is at shortstop. Randy Tavares at second. Hernan Sardinas is at first base. And in the outfield, hard to see up here, but Andrew Gazzola, Ryan Ramez, and Matt Kogan are all in the outfield. Kogan is in right field. And we'll see where Ramez and Gazzola are. It looks like Gazzola is going to be in left field, and Ramez is in center. That's what it looks like from up here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have some defensive replacement to announce.
So, Kyle Mora on the mound out of UCLA. See what he can do here against the North. A team that currently leads 5-3.
Now playing second base, number 11, Randy Tavares.
So here we go, stepping in for the North. It is going to be the shortstop, Dean Lockery.
And now pitching.
So Lockery steps in from Central Connecticut State, the shortstop. Mora winds and fires. Curveball taken down and away by Lockery. It's 1-0. Lockery, the shortstop from Central Connecticut State, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Next offering from Mora representing the Newport Gulls, misses away. It's 2-0. Mora has had an excellent season thus far in the NECBL. At UCLA, made 4 appearances, a 5.40 ERA. Struck out 4 over 6.2 innings pitched. 1-0, or 2-0, I should say. Misses up and away. The count 3 balls and no strikes on Lockery.
Or 3-1 on the season for Newport with a 1.75 ERA. He's made 7 appearances, 5 starts, fanning 32 through 36 innings. Only 7 walks on the season for him.
3-0, curveball, catches the knees on the outside corner. It's 3-1. Was named the number 92 high school prospect in the state of California by Perfect Game. Was also ranked the top 500 high school prospect in the USA by Perfect Game. 3-1. This one drilled deep right field. Moving back to his right is Kogan. He tracks it down in the alley for out number 1. It's an F9 if you're keeping score with us at home. Brings back up the top of the lineup. And for the North Division All-Stars representing the Upper Valley Nighthawks, this is Anthony Godino. He's 0 for 2 with a couple strikeouts.
Again, if you're listening on the NECBL Broadcast Network, this game is available to watch for free. And the NECBL point streak providing that. Click the Watch Now tab above the point streak scorekeeper.
Absolutely. And we'll see what Moore can do. Misses to Godino with the first pitch. It's 1-0 on the Wagner center fielder. Moore holds the black glove in front of his face, winds and fires the 1-0. Misses in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. 5-3, the Northern Division All-Stars lead. 1 out, the base is empty. Bottom 5 here at Joe Wolf Field, the site for the 24th annual New England Collegiate Baseball League All-Star Game here in North Adams, Massachusetts. Morrow winds and delivers the 2-0 pitch. This one lined foul down the left field line, 2-1. The scoreboard is located beyond the left field fence. It's green and white. The numbers light up in orange. The American flag waves above it. And the lights are on here at Joe Wolf Field. Mountains predominantly cover our view past the outfield. Just an absolutely gorgeous setting for any CBL action. Mora shakes off his catcher in Alessio. And the 2-1 pitch misses below the knees. It's 3-1. So here we go. Next offering from Mora on the way. Skied in the air, left center field. Moving in to his right is Ramirez, reaches up and puts it away with 2 hands head high for out number 2, and F8 retires Anthony Godino. He's now 0 for 3. And it brings up Alex Brewer, the third baseman from Vanderbilt.
Yeah, Godino struck out twice in his first 2 at-bats, and definitely don't want to fan a third time in the All-Star game, so good to make contact there. And they're going to stick with Brewer here. No pinch hitters yet for the Northern Division. Brewer is 1 for 2 with a single and one of the 5 runs scored for the North.
Brewer 1 for 2, a single, a ground out, and a run scored. Bats from the left side out of Vanderbilt. First pitch, fastball runs off the outer black. It's 1-0 on Brewer. All the reserves now put in for the Southern Division All-Stars after the starters were able to get this to a 5-3 2-run deficit for the South. Brewer lines this one foul down the right field line, gets out of play. And the count 1 ball and 1 strike on Brewer. Representing the Keene Swamp Bats, he hits from the left side. Wears the high black socks. Steps back in from the left side. His back foot on the back line in the left-handed batter's box. It's still pretty visible. 1-1 pitch from Mora. Lifted in the air, foul, left side, out of play. Over the Northern Division All-Stars dugout, that's located down the third base line. The Southern Division All-Stars dugout located down the first base line. The bullpens, respectively, for each team on the same side as their dugouts, located down the right and left field lines. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count on Alex Brewer. Bats in the number 2 spot for this Northern Division team. Mora holds the black glove in front of his face, the 1-2. Curveball grounded weakly, foul, first base side. Still 1-2 on Alex Brewer. His Northern Division All-Stars with a 2-run lead with 2 away in the bottom of the 5th, and the base is empty.
Yeah, it's a great pitch there from Mora, as just battling that one off is Alex Brewer. Can't do much with that, and he just chops it foul weakly to the right side.
Mora made 4 appearances for UCLA this past spring, a 5.40 ERA and 6.2 innings pitched. Gave up 4 earned runs and struck out 4, gave up 7 hits. Works out of the windup from the third base side of the rubber. He kicks and fires the 1-2 delivery. Curveball, this one drilled deep right center field. Going back are Kogan and Ramez. It splits them in the alley and rolls to the fence. Around first, heading for second is Brewer. He'll pull into second base with a 2-out double here in the bottom half of the 5th. Brewer now 2 for 3.
Yeah, that ball struck well right into the gap out in right center field. Falls right in between Kogan and Ramez. And one hops the wall out there as a 2-out double. Brewer again gives this offense some life with 2 away.
Once again, your home plate umpire, Joe Gravina. On first base, Dave Simon. Second base, Matt Hensel. At third base is Mark Chamberlain, a 4-man umpiring crew. They've all done a great job throughout the season, of course, here tonight as well. Here is Colby Mayola. He's been spectacular. 2 for 2. A solo home run, a single, and 2 runs scored. He drills this one to right field. It gets down in front of Kogan, a base hit. They're going to wave home Brewer. Here comes Kogan's throw to the plate. The tag from Alessio in time. What a throw from Kogan. He throws out Brewer at the plate. Unbelievable play, and that's how the frame ends. Colby Mayola now 3 for 3 off the single, but a perfect strike from Kogan. He throws out Brewer, and the inning is over. For the Northern Division, no runs, a couple hits, 1 left aboard. No South errors. We're through 5 full innings of play here at Joe Wolf Field in beautiful North Adams, Massachusetts. It's a 5-3 lead for the Northern Division All-Stars. They are the home team here in the ball game. We go to the top half of the 6th. Darren Zaslow with you here, joined alongside Jasper Goodman. Jasper, first of all, it's been a lot of fun calling this entire day of festivities with you here, and this is shaping out to really be an incredible ball game.
It really is. 5-3, a 2-run lead for the Northern Division. They built that lead early, and the South trying to climb back into this one. I just have to say, that play out there in right field by Matt Kogan, fielding that on a hop, a great job to field that with his momentum, taking him towards the plate, and then an absolute strike to Alessio behind the plate. Fantastic throw from out in right field, as he'll pick up the assist on that, and cut down at the plate is Alex Brewer for the 3rd out of the inning.
Just an absolutely incredible player. There's also going to be tons of changes for the Northern Division team here defensively as well. We'll get those to you as we can, and it looks like Dave Peck standing alongside all the Newport Gulls All-Stars. We'll send it down to Dave.
Side 4 Newport Gulls, Kyle Mora, Cameron Meisner, Andrew Dashbach, and Ty Duvall. I'm going to rip off 1 question each. Kyle, I've been told you're going to make a trip to San Francisco to visit your boy Dash. Is that true or false?
Absolutely, 100%.
Cameron, led the team in basically every offensive category. What worked for you this year?
Just seeing the ball hit the ball.
Andrew, sorry if I'm blocking you guys. Hit an absolute bomb, a Gulls goner, as we would call it back home. What did you see there?
You know, I was looking for a fastball up and got that pitch and made a good swing on it.
Ty Duvall, I'm going to come all the way over here. Now, I hear you played summer ball with Andrew Benintendi. Is that true?
I did. I played 10 games with Andrew going into his freshman year of college.
Do you have his number? Do you know him? Are you buddies with him? You keep up with him at all?
I have not kept up with him. I've hit with him a couple times over the winter, but I've never texted him or anything like that.
That is awesome. All right, I'm here alongside the 4 Newport Gulls Hall of Famers. Did I just say that? Hall of Famers. I like the way that sounds. Darren, Jasper, back up to you guys.
Thanks so much, Dave. Well, tons of new changes here for this Northern Division team. And we'll get you all those momentarily. And it looks like there is a new pitcher on the mound for the Northern Division All-Stars. It looks like it's Tim Elliott from Georgia. He will toe the rubber here. And this one is grounded up the middle, grabbed by the shortstop Sanders. He will throw out Matt Kogan for the first out of the inning. Kogan hitting in Cameron Meisner's spot, who finished 0 for 2. Kogan grounds out to Sanders 6-3. He is retired. This brings up Brandon Perez, the shortstop for Plymouth. Perez from Southern California going to work here against Elliott on the mound representing Keene. And the first pitch is a called strike on the outside corner. 0-1 on Perez. So lots of changes here for you. We'll get those to you here in the frame. At third base is going to be Andrew Rouse. Matt Sanders at shortstop. Jimmy Kerr at second. Dylan Paulson is at first. And changes for you in the outfield as well. We'll see what Elliott can do.
It's going to be Nico Holsizer out in left. I believe Tucker Bradley in center. And Tyler Belemowicz is out in right field.
Thank you very much. So Holsizer, Bradley, and Belemowicz in right as well. Next offering to Perez, misses wide. And the count, a ball and 2 strikes on Perez. Elliott here on the mound from Georgia, 1-0, 15 appearances with the Bulldogs, a 5.93 ERA over 13.2 innings. This one lifted in the air, shallow left field on. Coming is Belemowicz, or should I say in right field, and he makes the play for out number 2. It's an F9 if you're keeping score with us at home. 2 away for Giovanni, or check that. In Giovanni Ding Kong's spot, it looks like.
I think that's going to be Gazzola.
Andrew Gazzola, yep. Representing the Mystic Schooners and Stony Brook. Fouls off this pitch straight back. It is 0-1.
Gazzola pinch hitting for Ding Kong. His day is done after a pair of flyouts to right field.
0-1 in the dirt. And the count, a ball and a strike.
Gazzola out of Stony Brook. Senior batting from the left side here.
Elliott works out of the windup on the mound. Next pitch. In there on the inside corner, a fastball, 1-2. Right at the knees of Gazzola. So we'll see what Elliott can do here. 5-3, North leads. They're out hitting the South 6-3 as well. 1-2. Lifted foul left side and out of play. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes on Gazzola.
Elliott has been excellent this season for the Keene Swamp Bats. 6-1 with a 2.53 ERA. He has 42 strikeouts in 42 2/3 innings. Made 9 appearances for the Swamp Bats. 7 of them have been starts.
1-2 sharp liner fouled down the third baseline. Still a ball and 2 strikes on Andrew Gazzola out of Stony Brook. And this past spring, Gazzola with a solid year. Hit .304 in 45 starts. Named All-America East second team. Also hit .315 in 2015. Named to the America East All-Rookie team. Here's the 1-2. Misses high.
Hitting .319 on the season for the Mystic Schooners.
2 balls and 2 strikes, the count on Gazzola. Two outs in the frame off a ground out and a fly out. Elliott out of the windup, the 2-2. Swing and a miss on an inside fastball, 4, strike 3. It's a great pitch from Elliott. He retires the South in order. 1, 2, 3. For the South, no runs, no hits, no Northern Division errors. None left aboard. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6 here on the NECBL Broadcast Network. It's the Northern Division All-Stars holding on to a 5-3 lead. What a game it has been, Jasper. Certainly a gorgeous night for baseball. Baylor Sundahl, new pitcher on the mound for the Southern Division All-Stars, representing the Danbury Westerners and Sacred Heart. Looks like Ryan Murphy there with Colby Mayola field level. We'll send it down to him.
All right, fans, here are the guy I feel like we might be talking to at the end of the night as well. Colby Mayola, 3 for 3, including a home run tonight. Take me back to the first inning. Take me back to what you saw on that solo shot.
Well, I was just, after the first 2 pitches, it was in a 1-1 count, and I was just looking for a pitch I could hit. I didn't want to do too much, especially with this atmosphere. You really just kind of make sure you stay within yourself. And I got a pitch that I could barrel up, and I didn't miss it, so I was really glad that I got that pitch and made the most of it.
Had a busy day today. You ran in the 60 earlier, and then you start in the All-Star game. How has your All-Star Sunday experience been here in North Adams?
It's been great. I was kind of on the fence about running the 60, and then as soon as I got here, the atmosphere, the fans, I wanted to do it just because I knew it would be fun, and I had a great time doing it. I mean, I didn't win, but I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I got the chance to do it, and being able to start in the All-Star game has been great. It's been a great experience.
Colby Mayola may be the odds-on favorite right now to be the All-Star Game MVP. We still got another 3.5 innings to find out as the North leads 5-3. Guys, back up to you in the booth.
Thanks so much, Ryan. Appreciate your hard work on the field, along with the field reporter for the Southern Division, Dave Peck, both doing a great job with our interviews here all day long. Baylor Sundahl now on the mound for the Danbury Westerners and the Southern Division. Sundahl has been excellent, and we'll see what he can do here. Represents Sacred Heart, 4-6. Made 23 appearances and 11 starts at Sacred Heart, a 4.21 ERA, 83.1 innings pitched. Struck out 49, gave up 39 earned runs on 86 hits. He was the NEC Pitcher of the Week back on the week of February 27th. At Sacred Heart, made the 2nd most appearances through the 3rd most innings in the NEC. A lot of innings for Sundahl on the mound, Jasper, entering his summer season here in the New England Collegiate Baseball League.
Yeah, and he faces the middle part of this Northern Division order. And we're going to see a pinch hitter here. It's going to be Frankie Gregoire who comes in to hit for Claiborne.
So we'll see what Gregoire can do. Bats from the right side, a slightly open stance here against Sundahl. First pitch, swing and a miss, elevated fastball, nothing. And 1, Nico Holsizer waits on deck, representing Moorhead State and the Valley Blue Sox.
Holsizer was in the home run derby earlier, did not make it out of the first round.
Gregoire here, batting from the right side. 0-1 from Sundahl. Misses down and away, a fastball. It's 1-1. Sundahl in 2016 led Sacred Heart in appearances with 24. That was the 3rd most in the Northeast Conference. Works out of the stretch. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, a changeup. 1-2.
Yeah, great pitch there from Sundahl, as really had Gregoire guessing, and a weak swing there for the 2nd strike.
5-3, the Northern Division All-Stars lead. Bottom 6, no outs and the base is empty. Sundahl sets the black glove at the belt. And the 1-2. Fastball taken down and away, 2 balls and 2 strikes on Gregoire. Gregoire representing the Upper Valley Nighthawks. And Marist, 2-2, taken up and away, 3 balls and 2 strikes. At Marist, he hit .297 in 54 starts, played in 55 games. Had 57 hits and 192 at-bats, 9 home runs and 43 RBI. A .394 on base percentage and a .479 on slugging percentage. Payoff pitch fouled straight back, still 3-2. led the team in home runs, RBI, runs scored, and slugging percentage. He was named to the 2017 All-Metro Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference first team. And in 2016, named a Louisville Slugger Freshman All-American, ABCA Rawlings Northeast All-Regional First Team selection, and All-MAC First Team as well. Here's the payoff pitch from Sundahl, swing and a miss on a fastball. Great pitch from the Sacred Heart right-hander for out number 1.
91 on the fastball there as he blows it right by him. A lot of velocity. And that's the first out of the 6th inning. Nice pitch sequence there from Sundahl.
Well, here's Nico Holsizer, and if we list Nico Holsizer's accolades for the past 2017 spring season, Jasper, we're going to be here for a long time. A first-team All-American, 27 home runs at Morehead State. Also participated here in the Home Run Derby, was the Division I Home Run Derby champion in Omaha. Bats from the right side here, representing the Valley Blue Sox. Sundahl's first pitch on the way, a curveball taken below the knees. It's 1-0 on Nico Holsizer.
Yeah, that's a dangerous thing to do with a powerful guy like Holsizer at the plate. Go first pitch breaking ball, but he does it, and he can't get Holsizer to go after it. It's 1-0.
1-0 offering a fastball. Misses off the outer block. 2-0 on Holsizer, who hit .349 at Morehead State in 59 starts. Had 87 hits and 249 at-bats. But of those 87 hits, 27 of them were home runs. 2-0 taken up and inside. It's 3. And Sundahl falls behind Holsizer. A .775 slugging percentage for Holsizer this past spring. Unbelievable
that's
stuff.
Huge.
Sundahl out of the stretch from the first base side of the rubber. Here's the 3-0. Gets the two-seam fastball over the inside corner for strike 1. 3-1 on Nico Holsizer. 6'1", 210 pounds from Monton, Pennsylvania, a rising junior, draft eligible next year. And the 3-1 delivery. Fastball catches the outside corner at the knees for strike 2.
Holsizer for the Valley Blue Sox this year, hitting .243 with 11 doubles, a triple, and 6 home runs. 19 RBIs on the year for Holsizer, who does have 53 strikeouts.
We'll see what Sundahl decides to go with here. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Great pitch by Sundahl. 2 batters faced, 2 strikeouts. That one's good for out number 2. And now we will see. Looks to be Jimmy Kerr from the Sanford Mainers representing Michigan.
So Kerr will come to the plate. One of 2 Kerrs on the Sanford Mainers. The other one, Ryland Kerr, as he'll stand in from the left side.
Jimmy Kerr will step in from Michigan. Played in 38 games with the Wolverines, made 26 starts. He hit .275, 28 hits, and 102 at-bats. First pitch from Sundahl. Fastball misses below the knees for ball 1 on Jimmy Kerr.
Kerr hitting .228 on the season for the Sanford Mainers.
Kerr at Michigan, a home run and 16 RBI, a .330 on base percentage, a .412 slugging percentage. Was named the Big Ten Conference Player of the Week for the week of May 1st as Sundahl misses the zone there off the outer block. It's 2 balls and no strikes on Jimmy Kerr. We're in the bottom half of the 6th. 5-3, the Northern Division All-Stars lead this one with 2 away and the base is empty. Sundahl representing Sacred Heart and the Danbury Westerners on the mound. 2-0 delivery. Breaking ball in there, inside corner for strike 1. It's 2-1. So we'll see what Sundahl decides to go with here. Tucks that black glove shoulder high. Dangles the right arm and gets the sign from his catcher in Alessio. Sets at the belt. 2-0 pitch. In the dirt. 3 balls and no strikes. And 1 strike. He falls behind.
Sundahl's got a battle back here. Try and get a tough hitter in Jimmy Kerr. Played in 35 games for the Sanford Mainers on the 2017 summer. Has 2 home runs and 18 RBIs for the Mainers. Play at beautiful Goodall Park in Sanford.
The 3-1 from Sundahl. Misses low and inside for ball 4, a changeup.
Yeah, borderline pitch there, and Kerr getting the benefit of the doubt on that call as he'll head on down to first base. The first base runner of the 6th for the North.
Dylan Paulson will step up to the plate for his first at-bat here tonight. Paulson bats from the left side. We'll see what he can do, representing the hosts here, the North Adams Steeple Cats and University of Southern California. Hit 239 and 29 starts with the Trojans, played in 41 games, hit 3 home runs and 16 RBI. Skies this one in the air, down the left field line. Moving to his right, towards the line is Gazzola, who makes the play about 30 feet in front of the left field fence for out number 3, and F7 is how the 6th frame ends. For the Northern Division All-Stars, no runs, no hits, no South Airs. They leave one aboard. We are through 6 full innings of play here at Joe Wolf Field in North Adams, Massachusetts. With a score, the North 5, the South 3. Jasper Goodman, Darren Zaslow with you here. Jasper, what a game it has been.
Yeah, 2-run game, and the South heading into the 7th inning here has got to get something going offensively as Tommy Jew, Griffin Day, and we're going to have a different 3 due up with all the defensive changes in the inning for the Southern Division.
Now we'll send it down to Dave Peck, who's alongside a couple Mystic Schooners.
Thanks, guys. I'm here alongside 2 Mystic Schooners, Kevin Chandler and Tommy Jew. Guys, clinched that playoff spot. You guys are currently in 2nd in the South. What's been working so far?
We're just battling, never giving up late in the innings, just having fun. You know, we got a lot of walk-off wins recently. We got a no-hitter by Sonny Potter, and it's just been a blast out there, throwing water everywhere.
What have you really enjoyed most about Mystic?
Oh, definitely my teammates for sure. They're all great dudes, and I love hanging with them on and off the field, and we got a great coaching staff, and I've just had a great time so far.
Now, I was asking around the dugout, got any good dirt on my guy Kev? They said, I'm not sure what I'm allowed to say on air. So you can take that for what it's worth, but I just want to ask you, what's it like being at this All-Star game, and, how special is it?
It's a blast. I mean, it's great being able to play with guys from all over the country and some of the best guys out here, so it's a good time.
Lastly, Tommy, I've heard you're a big reader. Percy Jackson all the way. Tell us why.
Oh, I was just huge Percy Jackson in middle school. Big Greek mythology guy. Now I kind of hit the math textbooks. I'm a math major, but way back in the day, I loved Percy Jackson for sure.
As did many of us in our youth. Guys, Kevin Chandler, Tommy Jew, back to you guys upstairs.
Thanks so much, Dave. Darren Zaslow, Jasper Goodman with you here, joined with our field reporters Dave Peck and Ryan Murphy. Jake Dexter on the mound for the Sanford Mainers and the Northern Division All-Stars here as he will go to work against another Mystic Schooner, as this one is laced into the glove of the first baseman in Paulson off the bat of Ryan Ramez. It's his first at bat here this evening. He lines out, goes down for out number 1.
Yeah, that ball was well struck, but right at Paulson, who makes a nice play to glove that. Jake Dexter on the season for the Sanford Mainers is 2-1 with a 2.03 ERA. He has made 25 appearances, all of them out of the bullpen for Sanford.
Sardinas chops this one foul, weekly first base side. It's 0-1 on Hernan Sardinas, representing the Plymouth Pilgrims and the University of Maine. Sardinas bats from the left side here against Jake Dexter, a very talented player from Southern Maine. We'll get you his numbers in just a second. Misses inside with a curveball there. It's 1-1 on Hernan Sardinas. Next pitch. Taken wide there. Sardinas. Very talented player. Hit 254 in 53 games. Grounds this one weekly to shortstop. Fielded by Sanders. A couple of shuffles to his left. His throw to first gets Sardinas by a step and a half. That's good for out number 2, 6-3. Sardinas at Maine hit 254 in 53 starts. Had a couple home runs and 24 RBI. And now we will see what John Trousdale can do.
Sardinas hitting 243 on the season for the Plymouth Pilgrims.
Jake Dexter at Southern Maine. A multi-dimensional player. Plays 2 positions. Went 4-2 in 26 appearances out of the Southern Maine bullpen. Threw 40.2 innings this year. Struck out 34. Had 12 saves. As this one is sharply grounded through the right side of the infield into right field. A base hit off the bat of John Trousdale. It's the 4th hit of the night for the Southern Division All-Stars. A 2-out single. will set the scene for Joe Durpich, representing the Danbury Westerners and Siena. And Dexter, on top of throwing 40.2 innings, how about this? Hit 356 in 45 games, had 64 hits and 180 at-bats. Misses inside with a fastball there to Durpich. It's 1-0. Had a home run and 25 RBI. Led his team in appearances, saves, and guess what? He had the second most hits at Southern Maine this past spring.
Wow.
That's all you could say. 1-0. Lined in the left center field, gets down a base hit in front of Bradley. Taking a wide turnaround second is Trousdale. He'll retreat back to the bag. It's a 2-out single from Joe Durpich. Puts runners on first and second. This is certainly a big spot here for the South.
Absolutely. You got runners on first and second, 2 away here. Chance to capitalize, down by 2 here with a man in scoring position. One other defensive change for the Northern Division. Vermont catcher Jesse Forrestel is now behind the plate. Forrestel out of Western Michigan. Had an excellent season for the Mountaineers, has drawn the second most walks in the NECBL, has the 7th highest on-base percentage at .434.
Caleb Foster from Nevada steps in. His pinch hit plate appearance looks at a slider off the outside corner for ball 1. We'll see what Foster can do here for the South. Chops this one weakly, first base side. It's 1-1. Foster at Nevada hit 192 in 40 games played. He started 30 of those games. At 12 RBI, 13 runs scored, a .377 on-base percentage. He lettered in football at Douglas High School, resides in Gardnerville, Nevada. A rising sophomore, 1-1. Lined into center field, it gets down a base hit. They're going to wave home Trousdale. Here comes the throw to the plate from Bradley, and it gets over the catcher in Forrestel's head. Moving to third base is Durpich. It's a 2-out RBI single from Foster. It's 5-4 North Division All-Stars.
Yeah, that's a great base hit. Right back to where it came from, straight up the middle as the run being waved home. Scoring all the way from second base there is John Trousdale. Aggressive base running as he never hesitates, going around third. And an RBI single out of the 9-hole as now it's a 1-run game all of a sudden.
This is Tavares. Skies this one in the air, shallow left field on. Coming as Holsizer reaches up and makes the grab for out number 3. But once again, the damage has been done for the Southern Division All-Stars. They push across 1 run on 3 hits, leave 2 aboard with no North Division errors. We'll stretch and go to the bottom half of inning number 7. It's 5-4 Northern Division All-Stars. What a game it has been here in the 24th Annual New England Collegiate Baseball League All-Star Game. Looks like Ryan Murphy as well is down on the field with another Upper Valley Nighthawk. We'll send it down to him.
One of here with Luke Reynolds of the Upper Valley Nighthawks, who hit what right now especially is a big two-run home run back in the first inning. Luke, take us back to that at-bat. What'd you see at the plate that allowed you to go yard?
I was watching the people before me, and he tried to go in to lefties, try to run that fastball in, get some thumbs, but luckily I saw a couple in, and it got the 3-1 count. Just was ready for it, and was on time and got one out of here, so it was nice.
Had yourself a busy day. You hit in the home run derby, then driving a couple of runs here in the All-Star game. How's your All-Star experience been here at Joe Wolf Field in North Adams?
It's been awesome. It's been awesome to be in here with all these guys. They're awesome. They're all great guys. So, I mean, I've loved it. It's been fun.
Luke Reynolds with a 2-run homer that right now is the difference in the ball game as the North leads 5-4. Jasper and Darren, back to you guys in the booth.
Thanks so much, Ryan. New pitcher on the mound representing the Plymouth Pilgrims. It looks like it is going to be Jonathan Bermudez, 6'2", 225 pounds, from St. Leo College. This is a big spot for him, Jasper, here. The South trail the North 5-4 here in the bottom half of inning number 7. It's been a great game.
Yeah, they're going to face 8, 9, and 1 due up in the North order. It's going to be Forrestel to lead things off from the Mountaineers, and they need to hold right now As we head to the bottom of the 7th, they come back, make it a 1-run game, 5-4 heading into the 7th inning. You're going to need a defensive stop.
Absolutely. So Bermudez now on the mound for the South. And like we said, Bermudez transferring to St. Leo College this upcoming fall. In 2016, spent his time at Polk State College, went 5-1, a 4.06 ERA. In 14 appearances, he made 10 starts, had 62 strikeouts over 51 innings pitched. Was named to the second-team All-Sun Coast Conference squad in 2016, led Polk State in strikeouts. And Jasper, how about this for a strike to 9 innings pitched ratio? 10.94 Ks, over 9 innings pitched for Bermudez, a southpaw out of St. Leo College. Very good numbers when you take a look at what he's done on the mound and his stuff on the hill.
And he will take over and face a couple of tough batters here. And Forrestal to lead off for the Mountaineers, or for the Northern Division. Forrestal from the Mountaineers on the season, hitting .268 with a homer and 11 RBIs.
So let's see what Forrestal can do, representing the Vermont Mountaineers. Bermudez on the mound for the Southern Division All-Stars. Here we go. We'll see what Jesse Forrestal can do out of Western Michigan. Forrestal bounces on the left side, takes a fastball in the dirt for ball 1. Jesse Forrestal hit .276 in 53 starts this past spring. 19 RBI, 11 doubles. And a 1-0 pitch. Lifted foul, left side, it gets out of play. It's 1-1.
Forrestal is second in the league in walks. He's drawn 31, 7th in on-base percentage, .434.
Just one of 3 players in Homewood Flossmoor High School history to hit over 400 in 3 consecutive seasons. Takes the 1-1 pitch above the letters. It's 2 balls and a strike. Bermudez holds the black glove in front of his face, wears the high navy blue and white stirrups on the mound. 2-1. Weak ground ball to shortstop. Takes a bad hop off of Perez and trickles in the shallow center field. Have to think it's going to be an error on the shortstop. It's an E6 on Perez, so a leadoff error. And that allowed Forrestal to reach.
Forrestal, known as an incredibly patient hitter, or has been all season for the Mountaineers. Works a lot of quality at bats as he hits that one hard over to shortstop, and you said it, really tough hop for Keys. Bounces off his glove, and Forrestal's aboard to lead off the inning.
So here is Sanders, lifts this one in the air down the right field line, slicing away from Kogan, moves to his left. He can't make the play. The ball lands in foul ground and ricochets off the side fencing there, right in front of the Southern Division bullpen. It's 0-1 on Matt Sanders from the Upper Valley Nighthawks. Sanders out of Troy, made 56 starts, had a great year this past spring, hit .303. 3 home runs, 33 RBI, a .380 on-base percentage. Bats from the right side here. Off of first is Forrestal. Next pitch, this one grounded back to Bermudez on the mound. Throws the second for 1. Perez's relay to first is in time. 1-6-3 double play. A huge twin killing. Clears the bases.
Yes, second time we've seen a double play out of the pitcher's hand here, and that's big time for the Southern Division, as the leadoff man aboard on an error, and they kill the momentum there with a 1-6-3 double play. All of a sudden, there's 2 away.
Here's Tucker Bradley from Georgia, and the Keene Swamp Bats. He bats from the left side here against Bermudez. First pitch, fouled straight back, 0-1 on Tucker Bradley. Very athletic player, a lot of speed for the Georgia Bulldogs. Bradley made 41 starts, played in 44 games. He hit .314. 8 doubles, 10 RBI, 20 runs scored. Lifts this one foul left side. And a count 0-2.
Bradley's been excellent for the Keene Swamp Bats.
2 away, the base is empty. Bottom 7, 5-4, the North leads over the South. Bermudez, the slow windup, the high leg kick, the 0-2. Check swing, foul ball, left side, still nothing in 2.
He's hitting .313 on the season for Keene through 39 games played. He has 45 hits and 144 at-bats, including 3 home runs and 16 ribbies.
So now we will see what Bermudez decides to go to here with the 0-2 offering. Shakes off Foster, now they agree. 0-2. Lifted foul left side over the Northern Division dugout. And it's still nothing in 2. On Bradley out of Georgia. Both teams have 6 hits, but the Southern Division All-Stars have committed 2 errors, Jasper. That could be the difference in this ball game. 0-2. This one lifted in the air, deep left field. Backtracking is Gazzola. Spins him around, reaches up and tracks it down. About 15 feet in front of that left field fence for out number 3. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Jonathan Bermudez from St. Leo College and the Plymouth Pilgrims. He retires the Northern Division All-Stars in order for the North. No runs, no hits, none left aboard on 1 Southern Division error. We are through 7 full innings of play here at Joe Wolf Field in North Adams, Massachusetts. The North leads the South by a score of 5-4 right here on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
And all of a sudden it is crunch time for the Southern Division offense as we head to the 8th here. As they got to get something going, they'll have the heart of their order 2, 3, and 4 due up.
And it looks like Dave Peck down there on the field. Might be Luke Bacala, hard to tell from up here. We'll send things down to Dave.
Thanks, guys. I'm here alongside New Bedford Bay Sox Luke Bacula. Luke, kind of a tough season for the Bay Sox, but fun nonetheless.
Yeah, absolutely. The guys got along really well, and we clicked, but we just couldn't really figure it out on the ball field. So.
Now, I understand you are an award winner, and you have a Hustle Award under your belt. You were a high school kicker, and you had 6 game-saving touchdown tackles.
Yeah, I just try to do anything I could for the team. If it was just getting in the way, trying to save a touchdown. Usually it didn't really matter because we were down by a lot of touchdowns at that point, but it looked good for my stats. So.
Do those glasses make you pitch better?
I don't pitch, but if I did, they would. Absolutely, yes.
What if you did pitch?
If I pitched, I think I'd be really intimidating. I think I would probably throw about 98.
I like that. Ladies and gentlemen, Luke Bacula, Dave Peck, back to you guys upstairs.
Thanks so much, Dave. Appreciate your hard work here tonight, along with the voice of the North Adams Steeplecats and Northern Division field reporter Ryan Murphy, both doing a great job. We appreciate what you've done here throughout the course of the day. Of course, Darren Zaslow with you, joined alongside the voice of the Vermont Mountaineers and Northern Division All-Star broadcaster Jasper Goodman. Corey Gill, right-hander from the Upper Valley Nighthawks on the mound out of Troy, had a 3.52 ERA over 24 appearances and 38.1 innings pitched. Misses outside with a fastball to Matt Cogan from Belmont.
Gill for the Nighthawks this year is 1-0 with a 1.26 ERA. He struck out 28 and walked just 4 through 21 in a third innings. He's made 17 appearances, all out of the bullpen for the Nighthawks this year.
Gets a strike over there. It's 1-1. Next pitch. Slider taken up and away. 2 balls and a strike.
Jason Safarski going to his own guy out of the bullpen here as we are in the 8th inning.
So Cogan trying to go to work here. Next offering, lifted foul, left side, 2 balls and 2 strikes, the count on Cogan. He bats in the number 2 spot, entered in Cameron Meisner's spot in the lineup out of Missouri. Cogan here, swings an all-tan bat, light blue and navy blue batting gloves, slightly open stance. Next pitch, slider, taken downstairs, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
That's a good pitch there from Gill. Can't get him to chase.
Gill from Troy struck out 58 batters in 38.1 innings pitched this past spring. Payoff pitch, skied in the air down the left field line, slicing foul and out of play. And still full on Kogan. So we'll see what Matt Kogan can do. This is a big spot here. The South trailing the North by just 1 run. Next pitch, line drive, base hit left field, drops in front of Holsizer, who fields it on a bounce, throws it back into the infield. A leadoff single for Kogan. Brings up the shortstop from Plymouth and the University of Southern California. It's Brandon Perez.
That's the first hit of the day for Kogan as he comes on. First hit of the day from the 2 spot for the South. He comes on and singles here in the 8th inning. And all of a sudden here, the South has a man aboard. And a runner that they have to push forward here with nobody out.
Well, things have gotten very interesting. Here is Brandon Perez. Off of first is Kogan, the pitch from Gill. This one a chopper, weakly third base side. Tough play for Rouse. Fields on the run, throw to first. Is not in time. It pulls Paulson off the bag down the line towards home plate. How about that? See how they want to rule it. It's going to be an infield single for Brandon Perez. Back-to-back singles puts runners on first and second. How about that?
Yeah, that's a really tough play for Rouse. He's charging in on the third base line. Gloves makes a tough throw across the diamond, and it pulled Paulson towards the plate, but it looked like he still kept his foot on the bag there, and then at the last moment pulling it off before he caught the ball, and that's first base umpire Mark Chamberlain, and they may talk things over here as they're going to go over it with the rest of the umpiring crew, and the first base coach I think they just ejected the first base coach.
Hard to tell what actually happened.
Or that's Jason Safarski down there. No, they must have been joking about that. And now they're going to call him out.
Looked like Paulson's foot was still on the base from up here, but in reality it does the job. So Perez is retired 5-3. But Kogan moves up into scoring position to second base. So this is a big spot for Andrew Gazzola. And we'll see what Gazzola can do from the left side of the plate.
I think they made the right call there.
Gazzola is ready. So is Gill, the pitch. This one grounded weakly down the first base line. Kicks just foul. Nice backhand stop and foul ground by Paulson. Gazzola representing the Mystic Schooners in Stony Brook, hit .304 in 45 starts and 47 games played for Stony Brook this past spring. 16 doubles, 14 RBI, 3 triples at a .399 on base percentage. 2016 hit .304 in 54 games and was named an All-America East second team selection at 1 pitch. A curveball that catches the outside black at the knees for strike 2. It's 0-2 on Gazzola, batting in the number 4 spot in the Southern Division lineup. Kogan off of second, 0-2. Another curveball taken down and away, a ball and 2 strikes. Gazzola also lettered in basketball at Longwood High School. 1-2. Misses down and inside, gets away from Forrestel. To third base goes Kogan. You have to think that one's going to be a wild pitch. And the count 2 balls and 2 strikes on Gazzola. Kogan represents the tying run at third base. What a game. The Northern Division All-Stars infield will play in against Gazzola. It's a 2-2 count. Gill on the mound for the North, representing the Upper Valley Nighthawks. What will Corey Gill decide to go to here? The Troy right-hander sets and deals. A curveball, it's fouled straight back. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes on Gazzola.
Yeah, good pitch there, looking for the punch out, and all Gazzola can do is fight that one off, foul it back to the screen. 2-2 here, huge spot, 1 out in the inning. Infield in all the way around for the Northern Division. They're going to try and cut down that run on a ground ball.
Break-even delivery swung on and missed at a pitch in the dirt. And a nice job there by Forrestel to grab that one and corral it for the second out of the inning. And what a huge spot this is for Ryan Ramez.
Ramez will dig in from the left side there. Forrestel bouncing out of the crouch to check on the runner on third base in Cogan. He represents the tying run.
Corey Gill, a 4-year starter at quarterback at Cottonwood High School, also played basketball, works out of the stretch. Tan glove set, letter high, the pitch. Check swing on an elevated fastball. They say Ramez did not go around. It's 1-0. Ramez bats in the number 5 spot. Mystic Schooner is Ramez. Also plays for Seton Hall. Hit 277 this past spring, 49 starts, 53 games played, 1-0 from Gill. Curveball called strike outside corner. 1-1 on Ramez. Top 8, 2 away, runner on third. 5-4, the Northern Division All-Stars lead over the South. 1-1. This one, sharp ground ball to second base. Sliding stop by Kerr to his left. He'll throw out Ramez. What a play. Jimmy Kerr, inning over, 4-3. Ramez is retired. For the Southern Division All-Stars, they get the leadoff man on, and Matt Cogan off the single, but they strand him on third base. For the South, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on, no Northern Division errors. We will go to the bottom half of inning number 8. It's a 5-4 lead for the Northern Division All-Stars here in the 24th annual New England Collegiate Baseball League All-Star Game here at Joe Wolf Field in North Adams, Massachusetts. We'll send things down to Ryan Murphy.
All right, here with Alex Brewer, the Keene Swamp Bats. You got his time behind the plate today, and a great all-star experience, and the North has the lead 5-4. Just talk about what your all-star experience has been like here in North Adams today.
Yeah, it's been great just to come here and play with all different people around the league and just compose all into one team and, get to know different people and just have a good time together. It's all fun.
Keene down, magic number down to 1 to clinch a playoff spot. Could do that tomorrow night back at Alumni Field against Newport. What's it going to take for the Swamp Bats to make some noise in the NECBL playoffs?
Just get on a hot streak. Our bats weren't so hot past like 5 games, but I think we got it. We got no worries.
The North leads by a score of 5-4, heading to the bottom of the 8th inning. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thanks so much, Ryan. New pitcher on the mound for the Danbury Westerners. It's the right-hander, Brendan White, out of Siena, 5'11", 165 pounds. White has been a mainstay in the Danbury Westerners' starting rotation. Enters here in a big spot with his team down by 1. And Brendan White, 5-7 at Siena, 14 appearances, 14 starts, a 4.96 ERA. He threw 69 innings this past spring, gave up 80 hits, 38 earned runs. He struck out 38 opponents, hit 293 against them. 5'11", 165 pounds, a rising sophomore from Mahopac, New York. See what he can do here. For the Southern Division All-Stars, 4 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. For the Northern Division All-Stars, 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. Darren Zaslow with you here, joined alongside the voice of the Vermont Mountaineers and Northern Division All-Star broadcaster Jasper Goodman. Jasper, have you been enjoying yourself so far? It's been a lot of fun calling the entire day's events with you.
Well, it's hard not to enjoy yourself in a one-run all-star, in a tight all-star game here.
Absolutely. Gorgeous night for baseball. Gorgeous afternoon as well for the 60-yard dash. That was won by Curtis Gooden from UCLA and the North Adams Steeple Cats. And then winning it in the Northern Division was Rob Baselli representing St. John's. And the Keene Swamp Bats, he hit 24 home runs over pretty much a 5-minute span. As Rouse will step in for the North here against Brendan White. First pitch. Fastball called strike, knee high inside corner. 0-1 here on Rouse. Whereas the high navy blue Sox represents the Valley Blue Sox. Rouse out of Marist hit 311 in 54 starts this year. 64 for 206. 0-1 from White. Curveball skips in the dirt. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. White, a Danbury Westerner. Rouse, a very talented player as well. Also hit 3 home runs and 34 RBI. Named to the 2016 Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference All-Academic Team. A .417 slugging percentage, a .391 on-base percentage from Rouse. The Marist College product steps in from the right side. Bent knees, a squared stance. 1-1. Line drive. Base hit right center field. Gets down in the alley. It's cut off there by Kogan moving to his right. Throws the ball back into the infield. It's a leadoff single for Rouse. And the 7th hit of the ball game for the Northern Division All-Stars.
Yeah, that ball struck well. Sinking line drive out into right center field. Sits down for a base hit. And leadoff single for the South in the 8th. Now leadoff single for the North in the bottom of the 8th as they try and pick up some insurance runs here.
Well, we'll see what the North can do with Tyler Belamovich. First pitch from White. Ground ball to second, could be 2. Tavares flips to second for 1. The relay to first from Perez is in time. 4-6-3, double play, huge twin killing. The Westerners have done that a lot if you follow Danbury at all here in the New England Collegiate Baseball League, and there you see it from Randy Tavares. Great job right there.
Excellent job. That's exactly what you want. Taylor-made double play to the right side. Tavares to Keys, and the relay on to first in time to get the second out. Base runner erased. All of a sudden, nobody on and 2 outs here in the 8th.
Number 27, Ryan Jeffers.
So here we go. It's going to be Ryan Jeffers from UNC Wilmington. Takes a fastball in the outside corner for strike 1. Jeffers, very talented player for this Upper Valley Nighthawks team, was the coach's selection with the 29th spot on the roster. Hit .328 at UNC Wilmington in 52 starts. He was incredible this past year. 0-1 chopped foul behind home plate. And the count 0-2 on Jeffers.
Third DH to come into the game for the Northern Division All-Stars.
10 home runs, 32 RBI. Led the team in doubles with 19 and on-base percentage at .422. 2017 All-Colonial Athletic Association first-team selection. Really had an incredible year. White sets and deals the 0-2. Fastball line foul right side, still 0-2 on Jeffers. Also a 2017 America Baseball Coaches Association All-East first-team selection. That's from the right side here. Black ankle guard on the front side foot. Swings a tan-barreled bat, a lot of pine tar towards the handle. White out of the stretch, the 0-2. Curveball misses in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Jeffers.
Jeffers trying to get something going offensively for this team with 2 outs. What has been a great day for baseball here. Skills competition earlier in the day, leading into the main event, the All-Star game in front of a packed house here at Joe Wolf Field.
1-2 on the way. Drilled deep center field. Backtracking, Ramis, long run, reaches up and makes the play. Just shy of the warning track for out number 3. What a play from Ryan Ramis, and the inning is over. The Northern Division All-Stars retired in order 1, 2, 3. A single for Rouse to lead off the frame, but he is retired on the bases off the 4-6-3 double play that the Northern Division All-Stars hit into. Nice piece of hitting there by Jeffers, but right into the glove of the center fielder Ramis, and the inning is over. For the Northern Division All-Stars, no runs, a hit, none left aboard. No Southern Division errors. We go to the final frame of play here in the 2017 New England Collegiate Baseball League All-Star Game. It's the North leading the South 5-4. What a game it has been, Jasper. And on the mound, you could potentially call him one of the best, maybe if not even the best closers in all of collegiate baseball. It's going to be the right-hander from the Valley Blue Sox out of Canisius. It is Tyler Smith, a 3-0 record. Listen to these numbers he put up this past spring. 22 appearances, 29.2 innings pitched, had a 0.30 ERA. He struck out 43 hitters in 29.2 innings, gave up, yes, just 1 earned run over those 29.2 innings pitched, gave up 14 hits. Opponents hit 136 against him. He was named to the midseason Stopper of the Year watch list by the National Collegiate Baseball Writers Association. You could make the argument, Jasper, this is probably the guy you want on the mound in this situation with a 1-run lead.
Absolutely, and his numbers on the summer are even more impressive. He's 1-0 and has not given up a run, earned or unearned, in 17 2/3 innings for the Valley Blue Sox. He's allowed just 6 hits this year. He has just been absolutely lights out as we send it down to the field with Dave Peck.
Thanks, guys. I'm here alongside Ocean State Wave, Matt Kogan. Matt, what a season it was for the Waves. 31-11 record. Best in franchise history. What worked this year?
I think guys just really buying in and coming to the field every day ready to work, not having the summer ball approach, and just wanting to be here. So,
hey, that's all it takes. Best of luck in the rest of the playoffs. Guys, back to you.
Thanks so much, Dave. Hernan Sardinas will step in against Tyler Smith from Canisius. Enters in a save situation. It's a righty-lefty matchup. Smith against Sardinas. First pitch on the way. This one's skied in the air. Deep left field. Backtracking is Holsizer to the track, to the fence, looks up, and it's gone for Hernan Sardinas. One pitch, one swing of the bat. We're all tied up. A solo home run here with no outs in the top of the ninth. We're all tied up at 5 here in the 2017 NECBL All-Star Game. Hernan Sardinas, what a piece of hitting.
Wow, that is the first home run that is the first run he's given up all summer.
What a game this has been. My goodness. Wow. Hernan Sardinas. Great piece of hitting, an opposite field home run. We are all tied up. Here's John Trousdale. The first run all year Tyler Smith has given up. Gets a check swing and a miss on a low curveball on Trousdale. It's 0-1, all tied up at 5. The South out hitting the North 8-7. And this was a game where the North led 5-0 after the third. 0-1 taken downstairs. 1-1. Could this game end in a tie for the second year in a row? Wow. Smith and Forrestal agree on the signal. 1-1. Curveball. Calling strike outside corner. 1-2.
And if you're Tyler Smith, you just have to absolutely erase that. Obviously, it's frustrating for your first run all summer to come in the All-Star game here, but you just got to erase that from your mind. Clean slate here, and Trousdale try and get 3 quick outs and turn things back over to the offense.
1-2. Taken downstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Trousdale. Third baseman out of Alabama. From the support of the North Adams community to the Steeple Cats organization to Joe Wolf Field and everywhere in between, just a fantastic night for baseball. Very, very well run event. 2-2 pitch, misses ankle high. 3 balls and 2 strikes on John Trousdale. All tied up at 5, top 9, no outs. The base is empty here in the 24th annual New England Collegiate Baseball League All-Star Game here at Joe Wolf Field in North Adams, Massachusetts. Trousdale bats from the left side against Smith. He sets and fires the payoff pitch. This one lifted in the air. Shallow left center field. Oncoming is Holsizer. He'll play it on a bounce and throw the baseball back into the infield. Back-to-back hits. A home run from Hernan Sardinas. A no-out single for John Trousdale. Puts a runner on first for Joe Durpich.
Yeah, big spot for Durpich because they need to advance this runner. You got a runner on first with nobody out.
So we'll see what Joe Durpich can do. A lot of power from Siena. First pitch from Smith taken down and away for ball 1 on Durpich. What a game this has been. The 1-0 from Smith. Scott in the air. Left side of the infield, now carrying into foul ground. Forrestal, a long run, slides and can't make the play. The third baseman, Rouse, couldn't see the baseball. It was right in the lights. It's 1-1. Durpich may have gotten away with one right there, Jasper. Probably a play that could have been made, but the lights here blinding Rouse, and the ball drops in foul ground.
Yeah, he's going to get a second life here. That's the third baseman Rouse's ball. He couldn't see it. Forrestal could. Forrestal sprinted after it, but he couldn't get to it in time as he slid but fell in front of him. And second life here for Durpich.
See what Durpich can do. 1-1. Trousdale goes. This one bounced back to the mound. Gloved by Smith. He'll throw out Durpich. To second base goes Trousdale. And that's good for out number 1. 1-3 if you're keeping score with us at home. The fielder's choice. As now we will see what Caleb Foster can do.
Yeah, it's a nice play there by the pitcher, Tyler Smith. That ball was hit hard on a hop right back to him. And he was quick with the glove to get to that one. Looked at second base, but Trousdale was off on the pitch, so no shot at him. And he goes to first with his only play and makes the out.
First pitch to Foster, misses below the knees for ball 1. A fastball there from Smith. Smith, the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania native. See what he can do here. The right-hander out of Canisius. Went to Trafford High School, 1-0. Taken ankle high, 2 balls and no strikes. Smith, Jasper struggling to find the strike zone consistently. Does have electric stuff on the mound, just has to find a way to locate properly.
Yeah, you said it. I mean, 2 hits to lead off this inning. That's rare for him, and one of them being the home run. And I'll tell you, on that homer, Nico Holsizer out in left field, who's Smith's teammate, did everything he could climbing that fence there to try and bring that one back. But he wasn't able to get to it, and that ties this game up at 5.
Drops in a curveball on the outside corner for strike 1. It's 2-1 on Caleb Foster from Nevada. Bats from the left side, stands tall in open stance. Trousdale on second, 2-1. Curveball in there for strike 2. Great pitch. So we will see what Foster can do. Foster out of the stretch. That's the black glove at the belt. 2-2 offering. This one, a high chopper to first base. Glove by Paulson, but they say it's a foul ball, and it hit Foster on that front side foot after it clipped the edge of the barrel. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Foster able to stay alive.
Go ahead run at second base.
And John Trousdale singled to left center field after Hernan Sardinas tied up the ball game with a solo home run here to lead off the 9th. An opposite field home run off of Tyler Smith. It's been a very exciting ball game, a very evenly matched game as well. The South actually out hitting the North 9-7. The South thus far has committed 2 errors. 2-2 from Smith. Swing and a miss. A downstairs curveball broke below the knees for strike 3. First strikeout for Smith brings back up the top of the lineup and Randy Taveras.
Taveras hitting for Cody Doyle. So 3 guys have now gone through that one spot. Nick Maselli, the second baseman. Cody Doyle, the fan vote nominee, came in, and now Taveras.
So we'll see what Taveras can do. The winning run is on second base in the form of John Trousdale. He singled with no outs. Smith on the mound. Looks at him at second. The pitch. Fastball. Called strike, knee high outside corner. 0-1 on Randy Taveras. Righty-righty matchup.
Big spot here. 2 outs. Go ahead run on second.
Taveras is ready. 0-1. This is down low. And a count 1 ball and 1 strike on Taveras. Played in 48 games. He made 46 starts this past spring at Marist. Had 50 hits and 165 at bats, 4 home runs, 24 RBI, 1-1. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball, 1-2.
Nice pitch there. Got him to chase one below the knees. He's a strike away from getting out of it.
Scored 33 runs, also had a .406 on base percentage. Smith 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. Piers and DeForest, they agree on the signal. The 1-2 offering. This is down and away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. A great take there by Taveras.
Yeah, that's a good pitch with 2 strikes there from Tyler Smith, but you said it, great take from Taveras as he holds off on that one and attempting breaking ball. Count evens at 2-2.
Hernan Sardinas tied the game with a solo home run over the left field fence. We're all tied up at 5, 2-2. Curveball, pitch in the dirt, swung on and missed. Blocked by Forrestal. Throw to first is in time, inning over. 2 strikeouts in the frame by Tyler Smith, but the damage has been done for the Southern Division All-Stars. 1 run on 2 hits. The South leave 1 aboard. A solo home run from Hernan Sardinas ties this ball game up at 5. We go to the bottom half of the 9th inning. And we'll see what the Northern Division All-Stars can do. Currently being out hit by the South 9-7.
We are heading to the bottom of the 9th in a tied game here, and they will not play extra innings, I don't believe, as last year the All-Star game ended in a tie after 9. And could it be we're on our way to the 2nd consecutive tie in an All-Star game? I don't know. There's not supposed to be ties in baseball, but I guess the All-Star game, the lone exception of such.
Well, absolutely. New pitcher on the mound for the Ocean State Waves and the Southern Division All-Stars. Probably the guy you want, the right-hander Aaron Pinto out of Stony Brook, a 5-5 record, 20 appearances, 1 start, had a 2.88 ERA, 40.2 innings pitched. Gave up 13 earned runs on 34 hits, struck out 38. Led Stony Brook in appearances with 20. In 2016, went 3-0 in 19 appearances, a 2.54 ERA, 28.1 innings pitched, and 32 strikeouts. What a game it has been. And we'll see what Aaron Pinto can do. Hard-throwing right-hander from Stony Brook, trying to keep this tie game where it's at. That's the best he can do. And we'll see what the Northern Division team can do against Pinto. Just a very well-rounded ball game by both of these 2 teams. We've seen excellent pitching, great defense, timely hitting. Base running as well has been a bright spot. Just a fantastic ball game, and we will see what the Northern Division All-Stars can do. They could win it on 1 swing of the bat. And I'll tell you what, they've got the guy to do it. Nico Holsizer will walk up to the plate representing the Valley Blue Sox.
Yeah, absolutely. And Nico Holsizer didn't get out of the first round of the Home Run Derby, but I think he could make up for that in a big way right here.
If the North will win this ball game, it will be on a walk-off. Here is Aaron Pinto working against Holsizer. Pinto winds and delivers a fastball called strike knee high, 0-1. Nico Holsizer from the Valley Blue Sox in Morehead State. He hit 27 home runs, a first-team All-American. 0-1. Fastball called strike 2 at the knees, outside corner. 0-2. Holsizer at the plate. Pinto holds the tan glove about letter high, gets the sign from Foster. 0-2, fouled straight back. Holsizer just missed it.
He's right on that one. That one is a rocket right back to the screen here and in a 2-strike hole. But righty-righty matchup here with a dangerous bat at the plate.
Pinto winds and fires from the first base side of the rubber. Fastball taken down and inside. It's 1-2 on Nico Holsizer. We'll see what Pinto decides to go with here with the 1-2 offering. Now he steps off the rubber. He'll chat with Foster on the mound.
Yeah, and you're not with your regular catcher here, so probably a good idea in such a huge spot with this guy at the plate. You want to bring him out to the mound and talk things over to decide what pitch you're going to go with.
Pinto on the mound, a righty-righty matchup. Gets the sign from Foster, 1-2. Curveball taken into the dirt and outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Holsizer at Morehead State. Played and started 59 games. Had 87 hits, 27 of which were home runs, 21 of which were doubles. 2-2 from Pinto on the way. Swing and a miss. Elevated fastball for strike 3. What a pitch from Pinto for out number 1.
Second time Holsizer has fanned today, and that's a big first out and a confidence booster for Aaron Pinto.
So here we go. Jimmy Kerr from Michigan will step in against Pinto. 1 away. Bases empty. Bottom 9. We're all tied up at 5 here in the 2017 NECBL All-Star Game at Joe Wolf Field in North Adams, Massachusetts. Righty-lefty matchup, Pinto versus Kerr. First pitch, swing and a miss.
Yep.
Knee-high fastball, 0-1.
Big cut there from Jimmy Kerr. I think he, too, was trying to win this game on one swing.
Pinto working quickly. Kerr steps back in from the left side. Stands tall, black elbow guard on the front side elbow. Swings an all-black bat, 0-1. Fastball misses downstairs, 1-1 on Jimmy Kerr. Bats in the number 6 spot in this Northern Division lineup. Bottom 9, 1 away, the base is empty, all tied up at 5. A 1-1 count on Jimmy Kerr. Second baseman from Michigan. Next offering, swing and a foul straight back, 1-2. For the Northern Division All-Stars, 3 runs in the first and 2 in the third. And how about this comeback for the South? 2 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, 1 in the seventh, and 1 in the ninth. Really a tale of two ends of this game.
Yeah, they've had to climb back into this game. I mean, getting down 5-0, that's tough. But they've kind of climbed back into this game, manufacturing some runs.
1-2, bounced back up the middle into center field, a base hit. Jimmy Kerr represents the winning run. Here is Dylan Paulson, and how fitting would this be if Paulson is somehow able to win this ball game for the Northern Division All-Stars. The hometown product representing the North Adams Steeplecats and the University of Southern California. Paulson will face off against Pinto. It's a Stony Brook, Southern California matchup. Paulson bats from the left side. Hit .239 in 29 starts and 41 games played for the Trojans this past spring. First pitch from Pinto, swung on a miss. Inside fastball at the knees, 0-1 on Paulson. Hit 3 home runs and 16 RBI. Off of first is Kerr. About a 9-foot lead, held on by Sardinas. 0-1. Fastball. Misses down and away. 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's a borderline pitch there. Pinto wanted to strike, but he doesn't get it.
Fans making some noise here at Joe Wolf Field. North Adams, Massachusetts, the site for the 2017 NECBL All-Star Game. Off of first is Kerr. Extends that lead to about 10 feet. Kerr goes. Pitch fouled straight back, 1-2.
We'll take that if you're Pinto. Now you got him in a 1-2 hole. You go with something out of the strike zone here, trying to get him to chase.
Pinto 1 pitch away, technically, from ending this ball game. A double play could end this game. 1-2 the count on Paulson. 1 away. 5-5 your score, bottom 9. The lights shine brightly here at the ballpark. Kerr goes, the 1-2, lifted in the air down the left field line, slicing foul out of play. Nice job by Paulson to stay alive and get a piece. A little late on that offering from Pinto.
Yeah, manager Jason Safarski trying to take away the double play ball there, sending the runner off of first base.
The entire Northern Division dugout is on its feet. Everyone making noise here for Paulson. 1-2, fastball, just miss off the inside corner.
He wanted that call.
2-2. Great crowd on hand for this All-Star game. Paulson stands tall from the left side, a slightly open stance, holds the hands about a fist length away from the back shoulder. Off of first is Kerr, he's singled. Pinto sets, a long pause on the mound, the 2-2. Kerr goes, pitch misses inside third, a second from Foster is in time. What a great grab at second base by Perez. He's able to tag out Kerr, and that's good for out number 2. Pinto 1 strike away from getting out of this ball game.
Wow, all of a sudden the momentum here. You had a runner on and 1 out. That runner erased. I think that might have been a hit and run again there, but he doesn't pull the trigger, and the throw down is in time. And wow.
Pinto sets and fires the payoff pitch. Check swing. Strike 3 called. Right at the knees on the outside corner. And that is how the 2017 NECBL All-Star Game will end for the second year in a row and the second time ever. The New England Collegiate Baseball League All-Star Game ends in a tie. all at 5 apiece here from Joe Wolf Field in North Adams, Massachusetts. What a game, Jasper Goodman. What a game.
Wow. I mean, you get out to a 5-0 lead in the third inning. The Northern Division does. And then inch by inch, the South just crept back into this game. 2 runs in the fourth, 1 more in the fifth, 1 in the seventh, and then the 1 in the ninth on the solo homer by Sardinas to tie it. And, I mean, honestly, they only had 1 hit through the first 3 innings of this, and it almost looked like they were out of this game. And the South just climbs right back in it to tie it up, and it ends in the tie. Credit to this Southern Division offense for never giving up in this one.
For the second year in a row, the Southern Division team overcomes at least a 5-run deficit. Once again, we end in a tie ball game here in the New England Collegiate Baseball League All-Star Game. What a game, what a game, and just unbelievable stuff. This was the game to tune into. If you like timely hitting, excellent pitching, great defense, and just tons of talent here in the New England Collegiate Baseball League, this is a must-watch game. Jasper, I'll tell you what, it was a pleasure being able to call all of today's events with you. The 60-yard dash won by Curtis Gooden from UCLA and the North Adams Steeplecats. Rob Baselli winning the home run derby representing the Keene Swamp Bats and St. John's, and the All-Star Game that ends in a tie for the second year in a row, this time all up at 5 here at Joe Wolf Field in North Adams, Massachusetts. Can't thank you enough. Always a pleasure working with you, Jasper.
Well, right back at you, and big thanks to you and the entire Newport Gulls broadcast team coming down here. And we'll send it down to Sean McGrath momentarily for our MVP. I think we may have co-MVPs given the tie, but I don't know about you, but I'm looking at Colby Mayola from the Northern Division. He was 3 for 3 today with 2 runs scored, a homer, and 2 singles. He had the biggest day offensively for the North, and I got my eye on him.
Yeah, absolutely. And in the South, I mean, this could really go numerous ways. Andrew Dashbach, of course, with a home run. Hernan Sardinas, certainly a guy with probably the most clutch hit, or at least one of the most clutch hits in the ball game. The leadoff solo home run over the left field fence. And Ryan Murphy, the voice of the North Adams Steeplecats, has done a nice job with the public address role here tonight. Has also been our Northern Division field reporter as he announces our All-Star Game MVPs. We'll send it down to him.
Was in the home run derby, or I should say ran earlier on today, and then he hit a home run, and then he got another hit, and then he got another hit. Went 3 for 3 with a home run, your All-Star Game MVP, representing the Sanford Mainers, Colby Mayola.
Colby Mayola named the 2017 NECBL All-Star Game MVP. What a game he had. Unbelievable day and evening for Mayola. So congratulations to Colby Mayola. Finished the ball game here tonight, 3 for 3. Solo home run, 2 singles, 2 runs scored. Jasper, he was incredible.
Absolutely, Mayola, and he really offensively set the pace for the Northern Division with that. You got 2 quick outs in the bottom half of the first inning, and then Mayola comes up and smacks a solo home run that really got the Northern offense going. They hit another home run in the inning, but he was really the pace man for this Northern Division offense with the solo blast with 2 outs in the first. An impressive day offensively for the Sanford Mainer.
Well, congratulations to Colby Mayola once again for the second year in a row and the second time ever. The NECBL All-Star Game ends in a tie. Jasper Goodman and I will head on down to the field to wrap things up and extend our thank yous to everyone who played a role in tonight's broadcast. Once again, the Northern Division All-Stars and Southern Division All-Stars all tied up at 5 here in the 2017 NECBL All-Star Game. Don't go anywhere. We'll wrap things up next here from Joe Wolf Field in North Adams, Massachusetts. Welcome back to Joe Wolf Field in North Adams, Massachusetts for the 24th annual NECBL All-Star Game. The 2017 version of the NECBL All-Star Game ends for the second year in a row and for the second time ever. A 5-5 tie. Colby Mayola from UMass Lowell, representing the Sanford Mainers, was named the NECBL All-Star Game Player of the Game. He went 3 for 3 tonight with a solo home run, also scored 2 runs and had a couple singles. Jasper, certainly a guy who deserved to be the player of the game here tonight.
Yeah, he had the home run in the first inning, and that was huge for the Northern Division to put them on top. They went on to score 2 more runs in that first inning. They took a 5-0 lead in this game, and that's really the story, is that they scored 5 early. The South had to climb back in, scoring 1 by 1. They never scored more than 2 runs in an inning and got their way back into this game, concluding in a solo blast to tie it up in the 9th inning, and an impressive comeback here for the Southern Division. 2 years in a row for a baseball game to end in a tie is shocking enough. For an All-Star game to end in a tie, and then 2 years in a row we have back-to-back All-Star game ties. That's something.
Colby Mayola homered for the Northern Division All-Stars, and homering for the Southern Division All-Stars, Andrew Dashbach from Stanford and the Newport Gulls, and Hernan Sardinas from the University of Maine and the Plymouth Pilgrims. Sardinas hit a solo home run in the top half of the 9th to lead off the frame to tie up the ball game at 5, a score that would hold for the entire duration of the 9th inning. But before we sign off, we'd like to thank everyone who played a role in tonight's broadcast. Jasper Goodman, the voice of the Vermont Mountaineers and the Northern Division All-Star broadcaster. I'm Darren Zaslow, the voice of the Newport Gulls and Southern Division broadcaster. We'd also like to thank Ryan Murphy, the voice of the North Adams Steeplecats. He was the Northern Division field reporter. Dave Peck, Newport Gulls field reporter and Southern Division field reporter. We'd also like to thank Tom Lima and Shannon Carlson, our producers here for tonight's broadcast, and of course the entire North Adams Steeplecats organization and people who have done the camera, the people who have set up this entire event. It was a fantastic event to be a part of. And finally, Commissioner Sean McGrath doing a great job here directing the New England Collegiate Baseball League. For Jasper Goodman, I am Darren Zaslow saying so long from Joe Wolf Field in North Adams, Massachusetts, here at the 2017 New England Collegiate Baseball League All-Star Game.